Maul.
Revenge. I must have revenge. Must have revenge. I'm right here.
Welcome back to another episode of Stay on Target. I'm your host, Dustin. Thanks for tuning in with us tonight. We got a great show planned for you guys. Lots to discuss. Bush Kano! It's over for now, but there's so much to communicate about. So let's make like Maul and limp into the rundown. We got Question of the Week, Holonet news, including Maul, Shadow Lord, episodes 9 and 10, the finale. We're going to do non-spoilers and spoiler review with you guys. We're going to keep it quick. And then sequel trilogy getting scrubbed. It's been all over the news. We got to talk to you guys about it and much more. I'm sure much more will be talked about on this channel because it's called Stay on Target, where we do everything but. And speaking of narrow escapes, he's the one you want flying the ship. It's Pilot Dan. What's up, Dan?
Hey, not much. I'm just piloting the ship. What did you say I was doing?
That's what. Yeah, you were flying the ship.
That's right. You said something. What was the catchphrase you let in with?
I said, speaking of narrow escapes.
Narrow escapes. Yeah, I just narrowly escaped a deadly, treacherous thing, and just pretend it was more adventurous than it actually is. But I'm here piloting. It's always an adventure when you pilot this hunk of junk.
Yeah, right. We always make another happy landing.
Another happy landing always.
And next up, we have the Bushka, yes, totally not AI, the fact checker. What's up, fact checker?
I like that. Bushka, yes.
Yeah, you're a Bushka, yes. We're going to start sliding that into everything, I think, now. What do you think?
Well, yeah, that's how Tamerkin slides into the chat. It's awesome. Although she does it correctly.
She does it correctly.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a
I've
good
been
one.
doing it the wrong way.
So good.
No, you're doing it fun.
I
It's
do
all
it-
fun.
I do it the stay off target way.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And last but not least, we have the Sith Lord himself. He puts the master in masterpiece. It's the one, the only. He's back, baby. Bismo. What's up, Bismo?
Formerly Darth, now just Bismo. But yeah, you got a point with fact checker. Is she AI?
I don't know.
There's rumors, man.
But-
Rumors abound.
She's got her own Instagram page, so it can't be AI, right?
Oh, I think,
I don't know. I think there's AI. I think there are AI.
yeah, I think there actually are.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on the show, man. We're glad to have you. Glad to talk all things Maul. It's going to be a blast talking with you, man. So thank you for coming on.
Bushka-doo. Thanks for having me back. It feels like it's been so long since we've talked, but yeah.
It has.
Right. And just at the top, if you guys haven't yet, definitely go check out Bismo's channel. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. He's got excellent content dropping always over there. Entertainment, but Star Wars is what we're talking about tonight. And we can't wait to talk about more with him. So definitely give him the praise he deserves. Former Sith. Now just Bismo. But
He's not a Darth anymore.
yeah, he's not a Darth anymore. Speaking of people with us tonight, who is in the chat with us, fact checker?
Yeah, well, we've got Well, I already mentioned Tmerkins is hanging out.
Demerkins,
and
what is up?
Let's go.
She said in response to my saying that it's the last time we'll hear that intro, that Maul intro until season 2. Although Dan did post it on our YouTube channel, so we can enjoy it from time to time.
Yes.
I've said this whole time that actually has got me more hyped for this show than I think any promotional material they put out.
That's
Other than
hilarious.
maybe the trailer with the Duel of the Fates.
Yeah.
But the way you let us in every week with that.
It's a hype, man. It's a hype
it's
video
hype.
for Maul. That's the point, dude. Yeah. It's
So
Dan's
good.
now
easy.
raised the level for all these shows. So
I know.
wait,
Oh,
so you're
come on,
saying we
people.
didn't enjoy the other shows because they didn't have as good
That's
of
it.
intros
It
by
didn't.
Dan?
It didn't
Yep.
light it up. I did one for
Whoa.
Mando season 3 that I was pretty proud of too.
Yeah, that one was
That
good.
was
But
good.
the
Yeah,
season,
that was good.
The season didn't quite deliver the trailer hype, but this season of Maul definitely delivered, man.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, man.
I don't know. The show was so good that we could play the trailer again and do a whole nother show just talking about it. We could do multiple
Yeah.
shows even when it's over.
Yeah,
sounds
seriously.
great.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And we will. I'm
We
sure the
will.
conversation will continue.
Yeah, for sure.
It has
Very
to.
rewatchable.
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
with
Mhm.
season 2 on the horizon, there's definitely
Yes.
lots to
And
talk
that was
about.
Tmerkin's point, is
Oh.
that she's guessing we might get season 2 maybe this time next year because Sammy Witt said they're already
Sammy
working
Witt,
on it.
baby.
So it's pretty exciting.
That's exciting.
That
Yeah.
is very
We don't
exciting.
have to
So-
wait too long, hopefully.
Oh, my
for
goodness.
sure. So yeah, Tmerkins is hanging out. We've also got Teague O'Neill.
What's up,
Um,
Teague?
he has always great comments, and I like this one. He said the postseason discussion was co-sponsored by Lawson & Lawson and Bushkadoo Tech, a subsidiary of Shadow Lord Entertainment.
Wow.
Nicely done,
That
Teague.
was
Teague.
fantastic.
I know you should.
We're gonna
write
have to,
your
like-
intros.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna start
Enjoyable,
hiring him
yeah.
out. That's better than what I come up with.
No, I mean it's really good. Yeah, and then Adam was here earlier. He popped in, said have a great show. He's watching the hockey playoffs. So.
That's totally
Go
fine.
Buffalo.
And if
Uh-oh.
you're watching back later, thank you for watching,
Mhm.
Adam. We appreciate it.
Yep.
And anybody else who's watching with us
Yeah.
right now. I know we probably have some lurkers
I
out
know.
there.
Let's go, lurkers.
We love the lurkers.
Don't show your face.
Don't even say
Don't
anything.
say anything. Just stay a lurker, unless you want to unlurk.
No, we should call them Shadow Lords.
The Shadow
Ooh,
Lord.
Shadow Lurkers.
The Shadow Lurkers.
Yes,
Ooh.
I see you. Yep,
see
that's
you,
that's
Shadow
right.
Lurkers.
We
New name
love the
unlocked.
Shadow Lurkers.
Lurkers,
that-
we see you. We know you're there and we appreciate you. So yeah, thank you very much for the support.
You make it awesome.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies about us so we can continue to grow this wonderful community together. Because with all of us together, we can make Star Wars. Nice. Butter, baby. Thanks,
Buttery.
Bismo. You had me on that one.
That's
That was
perfect.
good. That was
Yeah.
perfect timing. And by butter, we mean better. If you're new here, I always have to say that. I don't know why. It's kind of just like a nervous tick at this point. But we're gonna move on. We got lots to talk about tonight, so we're gonna jump right into the things. Wow,
Are
I
you
just
AI?
I think I am. I think I just booshkadooed myself.
Uh-oh.
All right, we're gonna
Got a
jump.
little acid in there.
Yeah, maybe I fell into
Oh,
the
wait,
acid.
spoilers.
Spoilers, fact check.
Oh.
Oh, you led me right to it.
No, I wasn't
You
intending
pushed
for
me
that.
in.
No,
The
I
spoilers
force
are
pushed.
You force
the
push.
show is so acidic.
Oh man! Wow. Okay, we're just jumping to question of the week, people.
So-
Can you speak Bocce?
Of course I can, sir. It's like a second language to me. I'm a
All right,
spirit.
shut up. I'll take this.
Shut up, sir.
Luke!
The AI fact checker is so excited to get into things.
I am.
All right, question of the week is Maul Shadow Lord Season 1 a masterpiece? I want to hear that's high praise. That's high praise. We're still in non-spoiler territory, so try not to spoil anything, although we did kind of spoil a little bit with the thumbnail, but that's okay. But we're going to jump right into this. Bismo, have you had enough time? I gave you like 20 seconds
Yeah, I'm prepared.
to answer.
This-
He's
well,
prepared. Bismo's always
it's
prepared.
not a difficult question. So yeah,
Right?
Maul is a masterpiece. To me, Maul takes the high quality elements of a show like Andor and its writing and mixes it with what we all know and love from some of our favorite other Star Wars shows that maybe have a little bit more of that Star Wars lore. For me, it's about as close to as perfect as you can get. It's got the
Wow.
detail, care, and good writing with that kind of Star Wars elements we have. Even in it's a very serious and dark show, but it still feels like Star Wars at times where they'll sprinkle in little bits of comedy or comedic relief that is known for, in Star Wars. But yeah, it's a masterpiece. Boom.
Boom. Boom. Done. I don't even know if we need to continue.
Yeah, I think you
Wow.
answered for us all.
He said it. He said it right here. But Dan, follow up on that. What do you think? Is
Yeah.
Maul Shadow Lord a masterpiece?
I feel like it's masterpiecefully done. Yeah, it was so good. I'm having a hard time listing it on my virtual rankings.
Ooh.
That's how good it was.
Oh wow,
Well,
we will have to
yeah,
do that at some
we
point.
will.
I know,
Tier-
because we have to
tier lists.
update our tiers and our crying and our whatever. But like
Our lists.
our lists.
Lists.
I know.
in there.
Oh, gosh.
It was so good. I mean, I can't fault it anywhere basically because even Rotten Tomatoes couldn't fault it, and I love tomatoes. But dude, it was just fire the whole time, literally and figuratively. And
Yeah.
I just had so much fun. And I'm like, yeah, I'm struggling to not say that it wasn't a masterpiece. And so as a result, I guess I'm going to say it was a masterpiece in storytelling, in a compact story,
Yeah.
inside of a busy universe.
Mm-hmm.
They wedged it in just supremely.
Just right. All
Yeah.
right. Great take. Fact checker. What about you? Is Maul Shadow Lord a masterpiece?
Yeah, and I really can't add much more to it than what you guys already said. I definitely agree and enjoyed it, and already feel like I'm behind for not rewatching it.
You didn't have to
Yes.
admit that.
Well, no, that's how good
said
it is.
yet.
I
You
feel like
said
I
yet.
should have rewatched
Yeah,
it
right.
already.
That's true.
That's-
Yeah, actually, you know what, fact checker, I agree with you. What are you doing? What are you doing? You should have skipped work the next day.
Yeah.
Everything,
Shoot.
and yeah, well, I mean, come on, that is
Right.
disappointing.
Yep.
Babushka, don't.
Boosh could
Oh, no.
Dunzo.
Aw, fair. That's fair.
Oh man, was
Um,
it's going to be fun to binge though, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that will be nice
Mhm.
to binge it
The
again.
whole thing. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think part of it too is I was talking with Anthony about this, but the release schedule of the 2-episode thing I think really worked really well with this. And there was and that's something to
Mhm.
speculate too. I mean, I think it would have been fine in the weekly format, but I think there were certainly some weeks where if they did just one episode, you'd be almost left like wanting a little bit more. So they
Yeah.
really broke it up in a good way. I mean, I think the finale could have been weekly, but like the final 2 weeks, but some of those middle arcs, definitely the 2 episodes worked great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was masterfully done with how they released it. It gave you just enough, because once you get done with one, some of those episodes just flew by.
Mhm.
So when you were done with one episode, you're like, that would be kind of disappointing if that was all you got that week and it was spread out over 2 months instead of just one. So I agree with you. That's a fantastic
Mhm.
point, Bismo. JV, just enough. And then, they
Cliff hung you.
yeah, exactly. So to answer
sounds bad.
my own question,
Yeah.
I was thinking, we were thinking about it for the title of this video, and masterpiece just came to mind. I was like,
Mhm.
it is a masterpiece. There's nothing that I can say it isn't, from the artwork that they did and how they incorporated that to the storyline. A lot of things you guys already mentioned with the character development, the way they fit it in, like Dan said, it fits perfectly within the timeline, and how it succinctly moves forward, and how it handles all the characters and the character development we get with all the new characters. The tonality of it was very serious, but still, I think they handled it well, although we do have to question the PG nature of it. I would probably say PG-13.
Yeah.
Because even thinking about it, watching my
Yeah.
kids, I was like, I want to binge watch this with my kids, but I'm like, they're too young. They're just too young for this.
Mhm.
Anytime you go into dark side territory like this,
Got to be careful.
you got to be careful.
Mhm.
So it is a masterpiece, though. They executed it so well. They stuck the landing, and that is one of the most important things of any show. The way it ends is what we've always said. The way it ends can affect the show as a whole. If they stick the landing, it can even make up for previous things that you might not have liked, as long as it leads up to that, and then you land it perfectly, and they did. So
Mhm.
masterpiece. What are the Gonkers saying, fact checker?
Well, Smirkin said, "Is it?" Well, she didn't ask the question, but she just said Malster.
Oh, that would have been better.
I
Dang
love
it.
it. The masterpiece, Dustin.
I'm gonna have to start sending these out to the chat
Gonna
to
have
get
to-
these titles.
Gonna have to hire Tamerkins, get her on a show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tamerkins,
definitely.
Teague,
Yep.
I know.
everybody.
Michelle
Yeah.
made perfect use, says Teague, of its locations, primary characters, supporting characters, and guest characters.
They're talking about the music earlier.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah, oh, the
Music.
Kiners. Yeah,
Kiners
Oh
are
my
just
gosh.
on fire.
they destroyed.
Dude, we were listening to the music last night, just like the score, and it was like it's like better when you just listen to the music
Really?
because you notice
It
so
was
much.
so epic. It was so epic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, one of the
Oh.
tracks was called "A Noble End."
Oh,
Does that
was it?
remind you of anything?
Yes, they did a
Hey, spoilers!
they did Qui-Gon's Noble End.
they redid
No.
Qui-Gon's Noble End. Yeah.
Oh my
they
God.
didn't. They
Yeah,
didn't mention
spoilers a
any
little
character.
bit.
They didn't mention any characters. They just said a noble end. I was
Well,
like,
Noble End.
Yeah,
Wow.
a noble end to the story. No, we don't know what.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know. Yeah, the other one was a lot more on the nose. Qui-Gon's Noble End. That's what they did for the Phantom Menace.
Mhm.
They spoiled their own movie. That was pretty hilarious, actually.
that's terrible.
Anything else the chatters are saying, the gonkers are saying, fact
Nope.
checker. All right. Well, if you guys have any more
covered it
thoughts,
pretty well. So those are some good thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm sure we are going to be raving for this for a while.
yeah.
yeah, exactly. We will be. And it's going to be a hard bar to top. Like, I don't know how they're going to top this moving forward. And I think that's going to be a fun discussion we're going to have here. Go ahead,
You're
Biz.
saying they stuck the landing, but it's like the show had already been so good, and you wonder sometimes in these shows when you get like a midway point of the season, you get some great episodes. Like, is this the best it's going to get? No, it just kept leveling up when we're already rating episodes 10 out of 10. I mean, arguably, I don't know. It's arguably. I mean, the final two episodes they don't just stick the landing. They do a 360 backflip, no scope into the landing.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Your gamers' terms are perfect for this.
Yeah, dude. They were just messing with they were just, having fun. Like
Mhm.
throw
Yeah.
this in there. It looks like
It
they had
makes you
some
so
time.
excited for season 2 because like
Oh,
they went into this. They had to perform, and now it's like everybody's raving about it. They can almost like double down and go even
Yes.
deeper on some things if they want to in season 2.
Exactly. And I can't. Yeah, we got to get it. We're going to get into it too, and we're going to get to the spoiler territory. I see some more people jumped in here as well. The Sabersmith. What's up, Sabersmith?
What's
up, Mumbo Jimbo? It's just fun to say. I love that.
It is
Jumped
fun.
into as well. Thank you guys for jumping in the chat. We want to hear from you guys too. Also, don't forget to put your ranking in with the poll because we're going to get to that.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, we're going to get to that at the end of our non-spoilers, which we are jumping into right now. And how we like to do non-spoilers, we're going to do as quick as possible because it's going to be very difficult. We're just going to do a few pros and a few cons and maybe some prawns because there's probably not very many cons, if any. So let's just start off. Can anybody think of, I'm just going to do this. Can anybody think of any cons for these last two episodes?
You got me stumped.
The only thing I will say this as a nitpick, it would have been better if one of the characters was voiced by the live action.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
true.
literally the only thing. But the
Oh.
guy who did it did a great job. It didn't take away from the
no,
story at
but
all.
it would have made it like
It would have
perfect.
elevated it
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit for me
I-
personally, but
I
that's
agree.
it.
It's not even a story thing or anything like that. I can live with that if it's just one one voice acting.
Yep.
Like, he could have been busy or whatever, but yeah.
Right. I'm sure he is. I mean, he's famous for sure and does a lot of stuff. So, but I'll say this as well, since we're doing the finale, the last two episodes, but I will throw this out there. Are there any cons that you guys could see for, or even nitpicks for the entire season? Was there anything from the entire season that may have been something that you wanted to see a little different? I'll throw that one out there. What do you guys think?
Whew.
I think it's in the spoiler territory if I say
Yeah,
Spoiler? Okay.
I feel like
We
it'd
can
have
reserve
to be
that.
kind of a little bit spoiler. I guess one thing, and this is just more of like something in general I'd want, is maybe just leaning more into the underworld. But I think they're gonna do that more in season 2, though. I'd like it's not even necessarily a con. It's just more so like I was really hoping they did dig, but even deeper into the underworld. So I'm looking forward to season 2 to maybe even do further.
Yeah, I could see that. A little bit more of the intricacies, adding in some different characters, making it a little bit more Game of Thrones with all the different entities. I think that's one of the best things that Game of Thrones, at least from what I've heard, did was do a lot of entities, and there's a lot of different moving parts to things. I agree with that. That could definitely.
And to go off of that too is this story. I mean, and this is not to take away from it because it's a masterpiece regardless. So we're gonna be we're gonna be glazing this thing forever. But it helps when your setting is only on one planet, so it's it's a little bit easier at times. So like I want to see how they can have like you're saying, have more moving parts, more settings than just one planet going on, and maybe
Right.
this criminal underworld at large with different pieces of the puzzle working.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, really, these are just more constructive criticism, if anything. They're more
Yeah.
prawns,
Yeah,
pro
prawns.
cons. They
Yeah.
have their good place as well. All right, well
Basically,
then. Oh, do you have
hoping
some?
for- No,
Sorry.
I was just like, we're basically just like, what do we want for
We're
season 2? We
digging,
didn't
yeah,
actually give it any
exactly.
cons, but-
Yeah. It's more just like fans fanning out and wanting more.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
more.
Other than you could say that the fact that the rating was maybe underrated as far as
Mhm.
the intensity, but I don't necessarily consider that con for me at all. So it's kind of a weird place to be. You old man. It's like you got more intense things than I'm like, yeah, that's what we're always asking for. We wanted it in Bad Batch and other shows,
Yeah,
but they gave it to us, so I'm like, I'm not complaining.
yeah. No, great point. Fact checker, do you have something?
Well, I won't read it or don't put it on the screen, but Sonia makes a good point that it's spoilery, so I'll say this vaguely, that maybe if a character would have recognized or acknowledged another character, maybe that could have just been, just a little cherry on top. But it was all, I don't know. Did we need it? I don't know. But
Right.
I think it's a fair
We'll
point.
have to discuss that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We will punt that down to the spoiler territory.
Spoilers.
So good thought, Sonia.
So let's hit a few pros and then we'll rate this and we'll get into spoilers. So a few pros. Biz, since you're the guest of the night, what's one pro that you want to highlight for the last 2 episodes?
Shocking. It was they really stumped me. It was not like they kept me guessing, and in a good way. They didn't subvert my expectations. They subverted my expectations, but not in a bad way. Like
Yes.
they kept me on the edge of my seat for the entire time. I was very invested throughout, and they just put on a show. So I guess just the shock value, and I guess not. You can see some general things maybe where they might go, but like still, they did a great job, so keeping it fresh and surprising me.
Ooh, yeah. Great point. No, for sure. Definitely. Dan, you got any pros that you want to highlight?
I have to say the music again was just phenomenal in this final arc, as it has been the whole show, and the action was just piece de resistance. It was so good. It just it was almost too much, but it was great. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Yes. Fact checker, what about you? Any pros you want to highlight?
For the season, is that what you said, or for just
Just these 2 episodes.
Finales, yeah.
Okay. Pros I want to highlight. I guess shoot. I don't know. You go first. I need to
Okay.
think.
That's fine.
Go
Yeah.
with it.
For me, I'll say this. They took the kid gloves off. It felt like we were dealing with intelligent writing for adults, but I mean, I think younger people could watch it as well, but they didn't treat it like a kid's show. And that's what I really appreciated about this. Young people could still watch it and enjoy it just as much, but it was intelligent writing. It fits so well. And I just think overall, the character development and the way they weaved the storylines together and the slow burn that we got, especially with 2 of the characters, and then everything else was just kind of like icing on the cake for me. That was probably my favorite part. And then these last 2 episodes, they delivered. And that was probably my favorite part of the whole thing, was whenever that payoff happens. Like you said, Bismo, it subverted our expectations, but at the same time, we knew it was coming, but it was satisfying. And they did it well. And that's what I really enjoyed about that. It's hard to do that. It's hard to give people what they want and them still to love that. It's better than subverting our expectations and it being worse.
Yeah.
So fact checker, did I give you enough time on that?
Shoot, I just had something and then I lost it. It was just good.
That's fine, yeah.
There's just so many, and to not be able to say them.
I know.
Don't worry, we'll jump into the spoilers here real quick.
Yeah. That's good. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So let's rate this. The last 2 episodes, what we're going to do is we're going to rate the last 2 episodes, and then we're going to rate the entire show as a whole, but we're going to do the last 2 episodes first, and then we'll do a round again. So I'll start with Dan this time.
So easy for me because they're both 10 out of 10s.
Ooh.
I got 3 10 out of 10s in the final 3 episodes. So I just I've never done that before, but
Nope.
it was, in my opinion, so deserving.
Man.
It's
Yeah.
everything I wanted.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Wow. Fact checker. What about you?
I feel like I'm just a broken record. I'll say the same. Yeah, they were both 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's great.
Wow.
Okay. Bismo. What about you, man?
Well, it was all right. I'm thinking like maybe like a 6 or a 7.
Oh,
boy. no,
Bushka, what?
No, definitely a 10 out of 10. I got nothing to really, and even the things where it's like you maybe question or not even question, it's more of a like maybe wishes or like, oh, that's interesting that they chose to do that. I think it all works. So easy 10 out of 10 for me. I got nothing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfection.
Tis a masterpiece. And it's a masterpiece. Missed opportunities there. Wow. Masterpiece, but Tamerkan's coming in hot with that one. Yeah, it was a masterpiece. 10 out of 10 for me as well. They executed everything so well. I literally can't think of anything being better other than like the minor nitpick, but that had nothing to do with the story. So I absolutely loved it. These last 2 episodes, they stuck the landing. Another happy landing. And the most surprising thing is, well, I shouldn't say that. I don't want to be rude necessarily, but one of the surprising things is we made it all the way through. No controversy. We had a blast the entire time. We didn't get thrown off by anything. It was just, what? This is amazing again. Like,
it's almost like they have been listening to what we've been saying and just kind
Yeah.
of focused on making a good story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it's such a refreshing experience.
Yes.
Like they deliver for the Star Wars fans what the fans wanted,
Yeah.
and we're all jumping for joy. Hey, it can happen.
It can.
It can happen. Everybody in the chat's giving it 10s too. So
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see a lot of them
Shoot.
giving 10 out of 10s. Legit 10 out of 10 says Mumbo Jimbo.
Yeah.
I know. Who else?
The Sabersmith said I would reserve my 10 for the end of the show, and I think it definitely deserves a 10. Both
Let's go,
10s.
Sabersmith.
Right, yeah.
For him, yeah.
Exactly.
Had to be done.
And Tamerkan said 10s,
10s
all
all
around.
around. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man.
It's
Great
crazy.
stuff. What was that, Biz?
I'm curious, how many episodes in total do we have that I guess we've ranked 10? I'm thinking I have at least 4 that I can think of that I rated 10 throughout the season.
Yeah, I think I was right there with you. I think it was right around 4 for me as well. Because of last week's episodes, and then I think I gave one of the slightly earlier ones a 10.
Yeah, I
as
think
well.
3. I think 3 and 4 were
The tea ceremony?
ultimately were just like the
Yes.
tea ceremony and that. I think I ended up giving that 10, and you could probably argue with other ones, but the ones that aren't 10 aren't that much lower. So,
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy.
So let's end the poll fact checker for the episodes. Did you? Because you had the poll in there, right?
No, I did the poll for the season.
Oh, you already switched to the season. Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's just what I had running the whole time.
Oh,
That's
did you?
just-
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
I
we
missed
just
that.
commented in the chat.
Okay. Well, that's perfect.
The
No,
2 episodes.
I don't
that's
think
what I was
the
gonna
answer's
say. So, what was that, Biz?
I don't know if the answer is going to change.
Right.
Still
It
probably
might
going
not.
to be a 10.
That's
But
true.
yeah, so that's the next round we're gonna do here, real quick. You have something fact
Well,
checker.
in the poll, I actually did it a little bit differently than I normally do because I also did this poll on our page earlier today, and like no one, basically all season long, no one has rated any lower than a 7 or some, 5 or 6 or 7. So
Wow.
in this poll here in the chat, I did. You can choose 10, 9 to 9.5, 7 or 8, or 6 or below. So that would, if people wanted to drill down a little bit, we could.
Yeah, that's fine. No,
Drill,
good-
baby, drill.
Good job, fact checker. Thank you for doing that. Yeah. So what's everybody's rating? I'll start with you this time, Biz. What for the whole season?
Oh.
What are you
Ooh.
gonna rate this for the
That's-
whole season?
That's tough on the record and everything.
Yeah, sorry.
But it's not that tough. I reserve the right to change it, but I think I'd have to give it a full rewatch to really
Yeah,
do it. But
that's
I
fair.
mean,
Wait, you haven't rewatched it yet?
Oh,
Oh, gotcha.
no, another rewatch, not just one
shit.
rewatch.
Yeah,
Shit.
well, yeah.
Oh,
He's
man.
on his third.
Okay,
Yeah,
dang it.
but yeah. I don't know what that was, but
Yeah, right. Don't patronize the guest.
Sorry,
fact checker.
sorry.
We
Well, I mean, it's
win a
fair.
game
Hey, I
of
went
Catan.
rogue.
Win a game of Catan and get this big ego. I see how
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
she thinks she rules the world now.
Yeah.
I
no.
wasn't going to bring it up, to be fair.
I was two cards
but I
behind you.
rocked
I was
it.
two
Okay.
cards behind you.
No, there was no catching me.
Shoot.
I as a whole, again, it's a masterpiece, and I said this on my stream yesterday. But to me, it's tough. But like overall, like as a show, it probably is better even. But like I haven't felt this way since probably like Clone Wars season 7. So we're talking like 6
Ooh.
years as far as like how good something is. Like Mando season 2 was great moments, awesome, all that. But like a complete show, like all around, like it's probably one of the higher rated overall. So we'll go 9.75
Wow.
out of 10 for
Yeah.
now.
Solid.
But it's legitimately like I had to really think, and it might even it goes pretty far back. I was looking at what it was released, release order and stuff, and it's like, again, like for me, like I like Andor season 2, great, absolutely love it, but like it's stronger because it's more, it's got the Star Wars like I need in this animated format. Not to say that it doesn't, we can get that, but like then you go past, it's like, okay, Mando season 2, it's got the Star Wars elements I like, but it's weaker in some of those areas, whereas Maul just kind of puts it all together, exactly what I'm looking for, and I haven't really felt that way for a while. I mean, I'm going so far back to where I basically was a kid the last time I felt like this. So yeah, 9.75, and
Wow.
I'm hoping one of the season 2, 3, or 4 can get to over 10 or over
Over 10.
9,000.
Over 9,000. Yes, dude. No,
So we'll
that's
go 9.75. It's not without
Yeah.
some flaws, but they're limited.
very
Limited,
limited.
yeah.
Yes, I completely agree with you. What about you, Dan? What's
Yeah.
your rank for the season?
I think I averaged 9.5 most of the season, and then as it approached the end, it bumped up to 9.75, and 3 10s in a row. So if I averaged it out, I'd probably be right there with Bismo.
yeah.
9.75. It's got to be right there. 9.5, 9.75. Close to 10 though, because of that stretch at the end. I only gave it 3 10s, but so I'll go 9 3/4. Still pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
For me, it probably mathematically would be 9.5, but we'll go 9 3/4 because of the way they stuck the landing. They get an extra
The
quarter
ending
bonus
is
point.
so important.
Yes.
Ending is
So
important.
It
appreciated.
is.
Yes, you didn't drop the ball or leave something for season 2 or try to really lean us into season 2 and like leave us hanging.
Yeah.
They just delivered.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, this is not legally binding, everybody. So we can't we can change our opinions
As of this
later,
date,
but
yeah.
as of this date, as of right now. I didn't make you sign the waiver the waiver before. Biz. Fact checker, what about you? What's your total rating for the season?
Yeah, I think I definitely started lower than you guys in my ratings.
Right.
So if I did do
5,
an average,
6.
no, it wasn't that low. I think I was like,
I see someone put in your 6 or below on the
okay. Well, I
They're
think,
trolling. Or they misspelled.
I think with maybe hitting things with Sticks jumped in and said first half of the show felt like a waste of time in his opinion. So.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, Sticks was
throwing sticks.
he wasn't hitting on all cylinders, but then
Hey,
Well, and so in my view,
This
the
is opinion.
first few
Yeah.
episodes,
Opinion.
like the first episode was really good. The second one I feel like slumped a little bit, or there was a little bit in there that
Yeah.
I wasn't like overjoyed with, but I wanted to wait to see how things went. So I rated those lower. And now looking back, I get the whole trajectory, obviously, and think that was, just show building kind of content. So
Yeah.
in the
That's why I
moment,
didn't
it was a little
even
slower.
rank it. I didn't even rank the first couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
smart.
because of that.
Yeah.
that was a bold choice too. I
Yeah.
remember that. That was crazy.
He was
Yeah.
using his head.
So now overall, I'd give it, a very high rating. Yeah, maybe. Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, I think it's so good. I would just go all the way to 10. Looking
Wow.
back now, so
Wow.
10,
I
10, 10.
support it. I support it. Finally,
Yeah.
something fact checker says I can agree with.
wow, yes, I'm winning again.
She's back on top
She's
again.
back on top.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
That's good.
What
That's
about
awesome.
you?
All right, yeah, that's great though. I agree with you guys. I don't think I'm quite to a 10, but I'm
Whoa.
very, very close.
But I thought it was a masterpiece.
It is a masterpiece, but even in a
Which means 10.
masterpiece, you can have a few critical,
Oh.
constructive criticism or pro cons in there. I think really the only thing that could have possibly made it better, and it would have got so much hype, but it would have been a massive undertaking. So if you made this exact story, but you did it in live action. If you did this story in live action, it would have been crazy hard to do. But can you imagine?
though.
Can you imagine though how excited people would have all got? I'm just saying.
That's like a whole different topic. I agree, like it's unfortunate because this show, for how good it is, because it's animated, it won't improve our brand as much as we want it to.
Right.
But I will push back on that a little bit, just from like, I enjoyed the backgrounds where there's nothing moving and it's just like a painting, and like I don't know how you'd recreate some of what was going on with it. Like I get what you're saying, but when I think of their live action they did with Inquisitors, I get your saying.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
In a perfect world, we're saying it's like perfect. Like, yes, but I don't think they can. I don't think they physically can do this high of quality in live action, even if they pushed it to the limit of what they currently do.
No, that's a great point. But from what they've shown us in the past, it would have to be a high budget movie if you did this in live action. But to your point, they have not succeeded in a lot of that. But my main point to that though is I feel like it would get more of a reach, like you're saying, with it being animation. It just doesn't quite get as much of the reach, unfortunately. I think it will have staying power, and I think once you start getting season 2, you start building on itself. I think it will get that kind of reach, like kind of what Rebels did. Rebels blew up in a lot of ways that we didn't see happening. And this show has that potential as well, even in animated forms, like a Clone Wars season 7 as well.
Right.
So my point mostly with that, I agree with you. It would be, I don't know if they could do it, but if they could do that somehow, just the reach. I just want more people to have eyes on this show because it was that good. So I'm going to say a 9.75 as well on this. I'm mostly a 10. I mean, but
because there wasn't live action, he's going to knock it.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that.
That sounds like something would come from
9.75.
9.75. Yeah, I'm 9.75.
You're saying all this to give it just 0.25. That's what I gave it. That's what I did.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Like I said, it's not a critique of the show necessarily. It was more just a point that I wanted more eyes to be on it.
For sure.
And that's the only thing that could have really elevated it any more than what the show was doing.
There's still things to be learned, though, about this show for live action of what they can apply. To me, honestly, it's wild to me. I've had 2 shows that have been basically masterpieces this year, and one of them was live action, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which what Maul does similarly is it's just all meat. There is no filler. They go straight to the point. Every scene has importance, and that's what they do with Maul Shadowlord. A Night of the Seven Kingdom, Game of Thrones spinoff or whatever, does the same thing. And Star Wars just needs to be doing that. Like so many of these shows, there's not to the point. And I get with what you're saying too. It's the story. It's really a story. We're raving about the music, animation. That's all bonus things, but it was well written and good story. If you do that, keep it tight knit. There is no excuse. They could do that, and they should do that for something. Don't give us like a couple good episodes and then some filler. Like, use every scene with intent. Like, and that's good writing. Heck yeah.
Yeah, it does. It comes down to the story. You're absolutely right, and maybe that does lean into animation even better because you don't have to worry about so much with the live action. I think that's where people can get lost in the weeds. Is they just want every shot to look good. They want this to look cool. They need all these different actors. They need everything working, and they're thinking about all those things that sometimes the story suffers. So you have to initially have a great story. So great point there, Biz. But I think we all gave our rankings. Cool. Well, and I see some people in the chat were putting their rankings for the entire show. I see Peak Obi-Wan jumped in and said 11 out of 10. Nice.
Totally cooked.
He cooked on this show. It was brilliant.
Yeah, if I could give those episodes an 11 at the end, I should have. But 10 is where we peaked it because he's only got 10 horns.
Right. Yeah, exactly. The rating was out of 10 horns.
Yeah,
because that's how many he has.
This Stick said better off being animated. That's not the rating, but
okay.
I don't know what his full rating was. Maybe he was lower, but doesn't matter.
No. But I think most everybody is giving it. Although the poll fact checker, do you want to finish the poll and give us the results?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's let's see. So 75% say 10.
There you go.
It was, great. And
Yeah.
then, or epic.
Yeah.
13% said 9 to 9.5. I should have done, I guess, 9.75. But man, you guys just always throw wrenches at me. Just kidding.
We can round up to 10.
Round up, yeah.
Round up to 10.
I would round up for. I
I'm
voted 10 in the poll.
I'm
yeah.
fine with
Yeah.
rounding
Okay.
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then 6% said 7 or 8, and then 6% said 6 or below.
Wow.
So, I mean, we're across the board, but the majority is saying,
High praise.
epic.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Wow. Great stuff, Conkers. Thank you guys for commenting that. And if you're watching this back later, please comment below. Let us know what you guys thought about the show. We'd love to hear from you. What's your rankings? Could they improve anything? Or is it a masterpiece? All right. Well, we're going to jump into the spoilers because I know we all want to talk spoilers
gotta talk about this
territory.
stuff.
And if anybody who is watching and hasn't seen the show, what are you doing? You better go watch it and then rewatch it again so the fact checker doesn't get on to you and you
Right.
would be beating the
Well,
fact checker.
Neo
But
knew
it was Bismo who got onto me
Well, because you
originally.
didn't watch it twice.
Right.
Yeah,
Our
watch
friend is here from Germany, Pia, Neo Numu
Yeah.
Chicken. She said, are these the good days of Star Wars we hoped for so long? But she was also asking, is this
Worth it.
is it good, right? You know,
Yes.
just basically, and everybody in the chat, of course, is like, yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Everybody is. So,
But
yes.
if you can watch it, please do. We're about to spoil some stuff. So if you don't want to be spoiled, watch out.
Watch out.
But thanks for jumping in and definitely go check it out and share with all your friends.
Yeah. And we're going to do the countdown for the
Yeah.
spoiler territory.
And to answer your question, I think
Oh.
we're getting there. We're getting back to that point
Oh,
of
yeah.
Star
Sorry,
Wars, where these are the days we're looking for.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the hype just on finale day on Monday
Yeah,
was so
pretty
huge.
big, yep.
Watching it with you guys, in
I
the
know.
chat, all the excitement was huge.
Yeah.
So, that's not something you feel with every show.
Yeah. It was
Exactly.
so perfectly done to releasing the finale on May the 4th, too.
Mhm.
That was so fun.
So-
It did
yeah.
help. Yeah.
And you're getting new merch. We went to Burger King. I mean, we
I
were
know,
having
right?
so much
We had
fun.
malts.
We had malts. Yes, Dan made some excellent malts for Maul Monday. It was Malt Monday.
So many
Oh,
things.
those look good.
I even put horns on my head. I semi became a Zabrak for a little
Yeah,
while.
you did.
Yeah.
That was excellently done. So if it was Filoni or whoever timed that out in Lucasfilm, Disney, whatever, chef's kiss, and way to do it with this show. And it's yet to be seen if my prophecy comes true.
Right.
Is this the best Star Wars that we get in 2026? At this point, I'm still thinking yes, but who knows? It might change. I hope it changes, actually. I hope we get better, but I don't know how at this point. So,
I was already saying best in years, so it's a tall task, as you say. The bar is higher than it's ever been, really, of Disney Star Wars, pretty much.
oh, yeah, exactly.
refreshing.
Especially,
big
Andor
visual.
season 2 to this. I mean, whew.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they've had some great shows, some good shows for sure. Nothing that's hit quite like this
Right.
since Andor season 2 is what I'd say. But we're gonna get into even more of that in the
Sabersmith.
spoilers.
Andor meets Rebels. Yeah.
Yeah, it
All
felt
right.
like
That's a good
Andor needs
comment.
Rebels.
Mhm.
And we have a super chat that just hit by Maddie.
Let's get to spoilers and then we'll call it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a little.
Oh, is it
spoilery.
spoiler? Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't see.
Just
I'm
barely.
sorry,
That way
I
we can
read
talk about it.
Okay, yep. So we're gonna spoil things in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everybody dies, but actually this time, what the heck?
Yes.
I got that death. Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. We did it.
Nice. We did it.
You can talk now.
Oh, but no, for real though, everybody actually died. I got a death count. I was going through my show notes, I had all the characters in the list, and just throughout the show in general, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, dead, everybody dead. But I think the count was 6 between the 2 episodes, though.
Wow.
And this now spoilers. We're getting into it. We've got some question marks in that, but I think we should
Yes.
address the super chat from Matt.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
no, great points already, Biz. Yeah, so Maddie BNC hits us with the super chat. Thank you so much for that super chat.
Yeah,
It says,
man.
best scenes for me were most of the lightsaber scenes, Maul training on the bridge, and Maul's emotional moment in the sewer.
Great.
Yeah,
recap.
yes, fantastic. I completely agree. They took Maul, they humanized him, but still kept him true to who he is. And that
Yeah.
is a very challenging thing to do because you showed some backstory, but you didn't make him weak. And he still made decisions that were 100% Maul decisions. And that's what was the brilliant thing about this show. It still was about Maul, but all the other additional characters in there is where it gave all the tension. That's what drove a lot of what's going to happen to all these characters. How are we going to make it through this? And you got emotionally invested in these characters. So great point, Maddie BNC. Thank you so much for that super chat.
I love the sewer moment
it.
too. That's what made me give it a 10.
Yeah.
The scenes that he got. Yeah. And the lightsaber scenes, him training on the bridge. Oh, you can't beat it.
That was so cool. And it's a scene that like some people might think is a waste of time, or some people are like, okay, just get to the stuff. But it was so well done and so just Maul terrific that it was fun to watch and experience. And it just takes you into the mind of Maul and how he prepares. I loved it. I love that. So, all right. But we got so much to talk about with these last two
when we
episodes.
splashed the
Where do
water.
you
It was like I
start?
said, it was so Gollum coated.
It was.
It was good.
It was fantastic.
Oh man, where do you begin, Dustin? Other than
well, we could start with the deaths. That's where Bismo
Yeah,
was going.
that's
Let's
where he was going.
hit a lot of the deaths here.
Bushka whoops on that one.
No, you're
it's
good.
good.
man.
It's good.
You're good. Yeah. So the first one, I think that was maybe the most emotional was Spybot. Spybot ate it.
That was sad. We just dropped a stort. Some people call it a stort. Some people call it a short. Check it out when you're done with this. It's us reacting to that moment.
Oh yeah.
It was sad.
It was sad. The way he says "master," like after he gets cut in half, and how Maroc, which I will talk about Maroc a little bit later, but
He's in the timeout chair.
you know, how Maroc though noticed that Spybot kind of meant something and was
Yeah.
very helpful and made that critical
Yeah.
decision was pretty genius on his behalf, but it was very sad to see. And there's not really coming back from that.
Acid.
He went straight into the acid. So unless he's got a downloaded version of him somewhere else,
think
rest
that
in
was
peace,
the-
Spybot.
I think Maul reacted the most to that death of all of them.
Exactly.
From what I saw, like to be honest,
Yeah.
Yep.
and I'm
Right.
with him there. Like, oh, Spybot. Like, of the characters that aren't making it on the happy-go-lucky ship that me and Dan were talking about, which heck, hey, good prediction there.
Wasn't
By
that
the way.
awesome, man? We got
No, it's a
pretty
little
close to it.
Yeah, pretty close. A little more empty than kind of was expecting, but
Yeah.
it was surprising.
Yeah.
They took the kid
you
gloves
know-
off.
So another death though. So Rook Cass, like this is a pretty big character in this show, like side
Yeah.
character, but she's like in every episode and off screen. I gotta say, how did you guys feel about her getting off screen like that?
So
Ooh.
during the show, our running theory with a lot of it was, and even Tamergans and people in the chat were saying, we don't see a body, but later it was confirmed. I think that's where you're heading.
She confirmed it.
She
So,
confirmed, the
actress.
voice actress confirmed her actual death for sure. And it was
Yeah.
That was
gross
the
sounding.
noise. That was the noise.
Yeah.
Right. That's the not PG stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even though you don't see it, you know what's going on, and you'd made it like R-rated almost
Yeah,
at that point.
she said that was
Pretty
just funny
much.
because it's like that's Hera, that's like Star Wars
I know.
mom right there,
Yeah.
and she's like, she went dark. I think
Yeah.
she went so dark that they were like, okay, we can't show that, but
We'll
maybe we can like
create it.
make it sound like that's semi happening. But it was the fact that I don't even know if we should say it because it's pretty dark. But it was like she said that she wanted like Rook Cast's lungs to be like ripped out of her mouth. I was
with
like,
the force.
with the force.
Through
I
the
was like,
force.
holy.
From Vader. From Vader. I mean,
yeah.
it's like she got her request, and
Yeah.
I guess to say though, I kind of liked it. I do kind of like it because it added to the. Well, not okay. No.
Dark
I-
Whoa!
Bisma.
Well, he is the Sith.
Whoa.
Formerly Sith.
Hold horses. Well, I started this with what did you think of her getting off screen? And more so, I'm just answering that.
Yeah.
I
Right.
didn't mind her getting off screen because it's realistic. I like when it's I like it to be realistic. Like not every character needs to have a heroic death or something like that. This is Vader, who is like the earliest and most hateful version of Vader we get. He doesn't even say a line during the show. It's a perfect introduction of what's to come.
Yeah,
yes.
agreed.
Yeah, the fact that he didn't speak was interesting. I know people in the chat were talking about that too, and we were talking about that earlier. But what an introduction! Because they're like, "There's something in the fog, and
someone out there,
something or someone or whatever," and you kind of heard like a growling or whatever or something at one point. We're like, "What the heck is it?"
It sounded weird, and then the sound effects were on point.
Because that started episode 10, right? Because they just got across on 9. And then on 10, right at the beginning, was them meeting Vader, correct?
Yeah.
Or was it?
No, that was at the very end of 9. Very end of 9.
Oh, and then he walks up to them and lights a saber. And
then they get into a fight. Yeah. So Vader's revealed at the very end of 9. And I mean, for her, it's cool in the regard that one of your characters got taken out by Vader. I mean, that's cool, for the voice actress.
It's unique.
The only disappointment I had in some ways, just because I'm a nerdy fan person that likes connecting things, is that she's definitely not the armorer unless she can replace her lungs.
That's right. You were hoping.
I don't think
Oh wow, okay.
It was a fun fan theory, but
they hear your theories just like Marak, and they like to blow them.
They ripped it right out of my lungs.
Oh,
that's right.
One thing I'd be remiss if I didn't mention though, but it's just also just smart writing, because that was kind of something we've been discussing too. There's a little bit of a rift between Maul actually really likes Rook. Cast. I mean, and that was something too. And oh my gosh, I don't want to get too. I got to stick to the point here. Rook, and Devin. There's a little bit of a Rook doesn't want anything to do with Devin, and Maul, likes them both. So we were kind of speculating if they're both around, they're going to kind of butt heads. Well, what do? Sayonara.
Yeah. In a violent way that Maul didn't really even react that much to be honest.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He's kind of like, huh?
I mean, it's in wartime though.
Stunned.
When you're in battle like that, it's fighting for your life. There's not. But
in the previous episode, Maul fought for everyone, all of his subordinates, even the little fry. Everybody was getting across the acid pool while he fought on his own. And Maul is just such a complex character. This series is so good because we get so much of Maul shedding tears. Like, he genuinely does care about the people that are with him. Like, sure, there's an aspect of selfishness and trying to, get to his goals, but he's not like Vader. And you get kind of a different dynamic where Vader is consumed by his hatred. Maul is tormented by his hatred and uses it when it needs to be, but he's not like Vader. And it's cool to kind of see the difference in the flesh.
Yeah, and Maul has drifted slightly, I'd say slightly to the light side, for the fact that I think he was sincere when he said about Daki, show some respect. He's a Jedi Master, show some respect. I mean, and then he's like, for
Great
now,
line.
But at the same point, he did show a lot of respect to a lot of people in the show, whereas before, when he was just Palpatine's apprentice, I don't think he cared about anybody. But I think through all the trials and tribulations he's been through, he's kind of on a different path. Yeah. Obviously, he's not a Sith anymore. So how much has that changed his ideology and his connection with others? Obviously, a lot of his connections with others is just using them as a means to an end, ultimately. But peppered in there are moments when you're like, he does actually kind of care about them. That's weird, It's kind of gives you the anti-hero feeling about him. So I agree with you. That's a great point. There and how she got taken out and it just separated the rift between and now he can fully commit also to. But what a tragic ending though for Rook Cass. I mean, she was just such a loyal subject to the point that he betrayed there once before on Mandalore and just let him get taken, and then she saves him from Palpatine and then goes on this journey with him. Is right there speaking truth to him, trying to help him, keeping the other subordinates in line. And then, boom, she's taken out by Vader. But one of the best ways to be taken out. So.
Yeah, it was an honorable death, maybe.
Yes, right.
By the darkest character in the galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
The title of the episode, The Dark Lord. Wasn't it called The Dark Lord?
Yeah.
Yes, The Dark Lord.
But it was called Finale in the title.
I love that.
Called The Dark Lord.
I love that they saved that. I love that they saved that.
Yeah.
That was so good. Another death here that I really liked, and we'll jump into some more, but I loved Icarus's death. I know it was sad, but Man, that guy went off he went out like a Zabrak boss, dude. Like, how many times did he get shot and then still took out a ton of stormtroopers and sacrificed himself because he knew he was going anyway, straight into the ass. He like Gollum'd that sucker, but it was awesome. What'd you guys think about that death, Icarus?
Oh yeah, it was. You said it perfectly. It was epic in a way, like you're saying Zabrak, but it almost kind of Mandalorian in a way too, from a standpoint. Yeah, just like kind of just absolute beast mode, and also how not PG-13?
Right. Yeah, that was the thing that I think it was Zarumoto, or not Zarumoto, somebody else said, we got to question this PG rating.
Yeah, right.
Skylark said it. So
Oh,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
yeah.
But there's more deaths.
Yeah.
Which other ones did you guys think about? I mean, there's one main one, of course. There's a question mark on a death here. Did you guys want to touch?
You know, it was that one Mandalorian guy when he fell down. I was really beat up by that.
I didn't even include him in my
Kind
count.
of a red shirt start. Yeah, it's like he was one of the first to go. We're like, oh no.
He was
Yeah.
loyal to Maul, you know. I gotta give him
was.
credit. Like just a normal Mandalorian looks cool. Like their armor's cool, but yeah, I don't
Yes.
even know the character's name. So
No, he
Right.
was just Mandalorian fighter number 7.
Yeah, red
Yeah,
shirt. Yeah.
I think maybe what's touched because these two are kind of related. What you're getting at of the question mark on one of these deaths, but maybe we talk about the betrayal and then talk about the deaths because it can lead into the order of operations a little bit. But
Leads in.
so Maul and Daki are having this epic battle together
So
for
good.
a Jedi Master and a former Sith against the current Sith Lord. Well, a Sith Lord, and then Daki gets. I mean, did Maul need to push him? I don't know, but the betrayal that we all maybe were speculating to use Daki as a pawn to push Devin to the dark side eventually happens. But
Yeah.
Brander Larson, he sees this betrayal in the heat of the action, and of course later in the episode it's not apparent, but it looks like he sacrifices himself, and of course Daki meets his untimely demise. But is Brander dead?
Yes, and that is the question. That is a very big question. I don't think he is. I think he survived. Though we didn't see a body on that one. We only saw him I think he got shot once.
Right.
And then he went into the mist. So we didn't see, and I think that will be a point that's revisited in season 2 or season 3, especially with Devin committing herself to Maul. I think
Right.
Brander could
'Cause
use
there's
that
some
as
way,
leverage
yeah.
to be like, yo, he's not who you think he is, especially since he saw that.
Yeah, right. She didn't see Daki die, did she?
No, she saw Daki die.
Oh, she did see
just
Daki die.
stepped out.
Just not the
in-
push.
Oh, not the push.
She didn't
just
see the push.
actual death, and he was sitting there like all sadly looking at her.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
that's
she-
right.
They've been
then-
intentional. They've been intentional with their writing. It's like it's tough. Like I don't know if they put it there, but it's also they've been so suspenseful and also realistic. Where it's like I my first interpretation when kind of what I was saying yesterday is like it's more of almost just sad that he's seen the betrayal. But today I am kind of feeling more so on the fact that I do think Brander will live more so from the other characters we have. They introduce his wife that works in the Empire. Perhaps
Yeah.
he gets spared somehow and she frees him or something like that. And then, of course, we have Riley Lawson as well. So I feel like they developed the character too much where it almost felt like it would be shocking for him to go. But
Yeah.
it also would still make sense to me because like it's not a plot hole if he just saw the betrayal. Like to me, it just adds to the sadness there. But I feel like they would use it for a reason though. It's like, I don't know. I go back and forth a little bit on it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
feels like clever. I would lean towards it feels like clever writing and that it's going to be a main crux moving forward, especially since he saw it happen and then Devin didn't see him force push Daki into Vader,
Yeah.
although he wasn't there, which Maddie has a good point here. Maddie BNC says, there's one massive problem I had with the last episode. Devin watched Daki get stabbed to his death and seemingly never noticed that Maul was missing. The only thing I'll say about that is maybe she thought Maul had died, or maybe Daki told him. There could be a lot of things in the heat of battle. But I mean, that's kind of a good point. Maybe she thought that way too, and that's might have been why she was still considering when she was holding the red saber at the end. Like, am I going to commit to this? Am I not going to commit to this? There was still a moment there.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, though, Maul's main reason, sacrificing Daki had its purpose, but like he was seeing Devin was struggling, so his main reason for abandoning was to save Devin. Though, I mean, wouldn't he could utilize that? The other thing that I kind of struggle with a bit is, if I get why they leave it in there, but is Brander going to be able to convince Devin just by saying, yeah, Maul betrayed Daki? Like, what proof does he have, and how consumed in the darkness she'll be? I think the bigger question of, like, I think if we're leaning towards he is alive, is it enough to bring Devin back? Like, will she stay on the dark side, or will she come back? Because again, it's kind of like a he said, she said thing to some extent. Is what I'm struggling with a little bit.
Yeah,
and I think that just plants a seed. Sorry, I think that just plants a seed in her. So it might not fully convince her, but maybe it'll snap her out of it for a little bit, or give her something to ponder.
Kind of like what happened with Vader and his son. When he found out about Luke, and that seed was kind of planted in his mind about his son and if they could rule the galaxy. But then that light started to creep back in there with Luke, and how he used the Force and was trying to get and believed in his father to come back to the light side. It could be that, and it could also be through Riley as well. Because I think Riley and her, I think he's still going to be the light side voice
on her shoulder.
Yeah, you got the angel. He's going to be the angel on one side. Although he's probably going to have to make some tough decisions moving forward as well, with how his life's gone crazy. But like your point, he's still got his mom. Yeah, Dan.
He's on a ship that's headed back to Crimson Dawn territory. What's his option, bro? We're working for us now.
Yeah.
You want to run?
I want to see. Yeah, what is this dynamic?
Him and Two Boots are going to have to. They're going to have to get dumped off.
Maybe they will.
I don't know, or they're going to have to escape. Again, maybe Devin fights for them to let them go or something. But what are they? What use are they right now?
Yeah.
On this whole thing. So the fact that they got on was a fortunate thing, but I don't think Brander's necessarily seeing him push Daki is going to be the actual thing. But maybe he can communicate through Riley, which can maybe get to her, and if he's alive, that is. But I think most likely he's alive.
Okay, the question of yes or no, but if he's alive, how do you think he survives? So, what if you had to guess, like, where we're currently at in the story, like, what happened? What actually happened there with Brander? Like, was he just severely wounded and they took him prisoner, or what do you think? And where does he get out?
I think probably what happened was, he either ran out of ammo or whatever, or his gun jammed, or they surrounded him and they just knocked him out or stunned him and captured him for interrogation, because they might want somebody to interrogate to find out a lot more, and he could be that person. So I think that's what happened. We kind
of did one of these things maybe as he got in the fog.
Maybe, or maybe they just knocked him out.
Maybe he just fell to the ground and they thought he was dead, and then they went up to him like, hey, actually he's still.
Yeah, he could have been passed out from injury.
He's still breathing, and they were cleaning him up, or a droid came to clean him up, and they're like, hey, this guy's still alive, and somehow he stays alive. I think it's got to be one of those situations.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and let's go back to let's circle back to Daki though real fast. That's the funny thing about this whole entire show, and I still laugh about it. Was in the very beginning of the whole show, we were all like, Daki's gotta die.
We wanted him to.
We basically wanted him to, which was kind of horrible but hilarious. But we were all on that same page just because of how he was to Devin in the beginning. Again,
useless.
He grew though on us over time, thankfully, and they really did a nice job with that character.
It was sad.
And it was very
the
sad.
death was, that's part of the reason I gave it a 10, because I was like, that was a noble end.
Yes.
And the music,
they nailed that title.
The music was perfect.
He sheds a tear even, which is just so sad.
I know.
He's left. The last thing he knows is either Devin is also going to die here, or she's probably turned to the dark side. That's a horrible way to go.
And he was sensing it all along. He knew what was happening, and there was only so much he could do. It felt like such a fatherly relationship there. Like, if I say more, it's just going to make it worse. So he's just kind of trying to give as much wisdom as he can without, forcing her even more so to the dark side. You know, sometimes you say too much, it just makes them want to run even farther away. So that was such a well established dynamic, and him being in the middle of it was so well done. There was even a scene where, who was fighting? The two people were fighting, and the Maul was in the middle of the two of them, and I was like, oh, dude, that's perfect. It's like scenery right there. Maul was right in between Devin and Docky, and I was like, great symbolism. I forget what episode it was, but they were talking.
Yeah,
I think it was I think it was 9 actually.
9, yeah, early part of 9 when they meet up in the square, right? And they're kind of talking over their options, or
Yeah, I think it was something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
or
was, it might have been later.
No,
in
it's
10.
during the fight with Vader, and they're figuring out
10. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's another question too. Of like, at first they don't know who, or they might not know at all who Vader is, which is cool. It's a cool concept. This is like 23-year-old Anakin Skywalker in the in
Right.
a Vader's. Not many people know his identity. I mean, that stays true for a lot of the time, but it seems like Maul has theories during the fight, though. Do you think he do you think he has the right theory by the end of the fight? It sounds like from what he said, he's pretty convinced. Like, he said a line like, if I'm correct, he knows how the Jedi think.
yeah. And now, and that could have been from, just some educated guesses for the fact that, the Inquisitors know how Jedi fight, and that's how they were trained to hunt down Jedi. And if this guy's like the ultimate boss of the Inquisitors, then I could see why he's even surmising that, but also how he's fighting as well. But there could be more there that he's sensing. And
I feel like he
the
sensed
power
a lot
that's in him.
Season 7 of Clone Wars, didn't he already know it?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't know Vader.
But he was piecing stuff together then.
Well, Sidious had plans for Anakin Skywalker, but
right. I feel like there was a lot of hinting with him and Ahsoka, and he's like, oh,
but like with the suit,
I
though,
see.
Yeah. So and then maybe that was to your point. Then maybe he had kind of figured that out. He just didn't know, because Vader is so different from Anakin at this point. And man, what a great way though to introduce him, and then just the sheer power that he has. He is just an unstoppable force.
It was the best Vader fighting I'd seen in a long time.
Yeah.
The way that he was just wrecking everybody.
Yeah.
And, it was just a brick wall.
And it just kept continuing. It kept continuing.
Yeah, no, and you were just like, you're not getting away. Like, you guys are not getting away.
Yeah, he's just a boulder that is continuing to like try and roll over you, and everything you do to stop it is like just barely keeping it back long enough for you to keep moving. But eventually, he's gonna it's gonna crush you,
Yeah.
And the way they did it, and the choice not to have him say anything.
Yeah, he's just brutally wrecking them, and they tried all the different options, and somebody had to eat it. So of course Docky was the one, but they, obviously Maul got re-injured. His same hip is bad again.
That was crazy right off the bat. Too.
He kind of went into it injured too. But I was just gonna say, I liked how they dealt with the power scaling though. Like, seeing them three of them kind of working together is enough to kind of slow them down a little bit, but just to buy 10 seconds of time to get away somewhere else. Just the whole temple falling on them. It does give you a what if though. It's like, what if? I'm not saying Maul could take Vader, because certainly not. But what if he was at full health, full all this? Like, could with the help of Docky and all them, could it have gone a little differently? Because this is such an early version of Vader that he's still kind of getting used to the suit a little bit. You see the awkward movements and the just pure rage and power into it. Which
one-handed.
Man, the temple falling on him though, and just tossing all that. Like, I thought that Maul bringing the whole temple on him wasn't going to do anything at all, but that was just such a beautiful scene though.
Yeah, it was like two titans going up against each other. One was like the super agile, fast fighter, but not as powerful. And then you get the brick wall, unstoppable force.
Right.
And we listened to, fact checker sent us a great interview by Sam Whitworth. Did you want to talk about that and what he was saying in that interview, fact checker?
Oh shoot! What did he say?
Okay, I know that's
Go
fine.
ahead.
I just want to take it if you wanted to talk about it.
Go right ahead.
So Sam Whitworth was discussing about Vader and why he was so powerful and how he could basically was wrecking shop with Maul. A, he was injured, but B, it was because Vader with his animatronics and he's like a more machine now than man, gives him extra strength, plus his power in the Force is just so overwhelming to everybody else. He is the chosen one. And last but not least, there's precedence that Vader, he's not as fast, but the Force gives him premonitions and he can see things coming. And that's what Sam Witwer was talking about with Vader. And so he can see when things are coming. So a lot of his movements are a lot more jerky, but it's also, he's always just getting there just in time because he knows it's coming. So it was a great take that Sam Witwer had on Vader in that fight. And even him describing that, I was like, yeah, exactly. That makes so much sense. And the way that he moved, the way that he was just kind of terrifying when he broke through the wall. Here's Vader.
Yeah. They were just having a quiet conversation, and essentially the entire episode was just a Vader fight.
Yeah.
Realize that?
Yeah.
Like 20 some minutes of just Vader just hunting and chasing and murdering. Yeah.
Like they did Vader perfect. Like he, like all the animation too, like because this has been such good animation, to get a character like that, like he looks great. Like it's almost kind of live action-y in a way, but almost better in some ways too. But it is a perfect demonstration of Vader. I've been reading some Darth Vader comics right now of kind of this early Empire phase, and it felt like they're respecting the lore the best they can, and that's what this show does. Like they're making a new and fun, exciting story that we want to see, but not like, oh yeah, Vader lost, he or something, like subverting expectations to prop another character up. No, it was realistic, to the point, and exciting.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. And they handled him with care. I love that when they treat characters, like big characters like that, with respect, and they handle it with care, and they make the right decisions and what those decisions would be by those characters. I love how they did that in this show with both Maul and with Vader, and how they handled it all. And then it just added to the story, which the main story really was Maul and Devin, and even how that wove in there so perfectly, and how Maul just used Daki as the launching point. He knew it was futile to keep fighting Vader. I think that's why he was like, I'm just got to get out of here, otherwise I'm dead. And I see, like, to your point, he saw that Devin was looking like she was probably going to get hurt, and that was his new apprentice that he wants. And then, it was just a perfect convenience situation for him. All right, push that guy into there. It helps me get over here. I can save the apprentice and turn her to the dark side because Daki. It's just all the pieces fell together in that moment whenever Daki died. Although I will say this, Daki was pretty good at fighting. He did get one hit on Vader, and that is something to be commended. I like that they gave him that.
He'll make the Hall of Fame for that.
He will make the Hall of Fame for that. He fought like a... Yeah.
Respect him.
You got to respect him. Exactly.
I didn't think he had it in him. The dude was kind of crusty, He
was hurt,
he
too.
Hurt himself.
Crusty.
I mean, like, I don't know, but the way that he fought, and then just seeing the 2 Jedi, Maul, 2 Inquisitors, and Vader. You got, was that 6 people? I can't do math. Is that 7?
No.
That's
5.
6.
6.
Oh, 6. 6. Yeah, 3 and 3.
3 and 3.
Okay.
It was
Wow,
like
I can't do
it was
math.
like a weird team up, right? You got like Maul, good guy's side, against the Inquisitors and Vader, but like it was just the way that, I mean, seeing that all on the screen. We haven't seen that many lightsabers in a long time, and then the way that they looked, the way that the action worked, and even in episode 9, there's that one shot where they're all like freeze, and they're all with the double sabers and. Oh man, it was cool.
Focus on that for a second too, because like although the finale and final episode was amazing with Vader, episode 9 was. There's a reason, and we're also saying it's 10 too.
Exactly.
And the references too, if you want to expand on that.
Oh yeah, no.
The way that the crow and them came flying out of that hallway,
kind of terrifying.
Like,
and they like sped up that fight, dude. Of all the fights that we got, that fight in 9 in that small corridor under the ground with the acid. The way the movements in there were so fast, so quick. It was incredible to see. Actually, I think I liked 9 almost more than 10, which is crazy because they handled that choreography so well. Maroc, all the decisions, the crow, it was so fantastic. I loved it.
It's like different though. We get the raw force power of Vader, and it's really Vader isn't flashy with a lightsaber. Like
no,
that's
dude.
just not how it is. But to see the acrobatic acolytes, I mean, flying around, and as Dan said, when they come into the cave, it's like, oh my gosh, like lock in, it's time to go.
The speed was like off the
incredible.
charts.
They felt intimidating too. Like
They did.
I know they didn't end up getting a kill, but
Yeah.
they also didn't. And that was the biggest shock to me too, was neither of them dying, which to some extent they
True.
it's kind of a wash. They didn't get a kill on like Docky or anything like that, but they didn't die, and they kind of held their own. So a little bit more respect, and they aura farmed a bit. Like I got a little bit more respect to the Inquisitors. Is the point I'm saying, but definitely was surprised neither of them died.
And they served their purpose. I mean, they did help Vader. You know, they sent him to Vader. That was kind of their purpose there. I mean, if they could take him out, great. But if not,
they looked at each other at the end of the fight. They just kind of nodded.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, it'll lead them to him," and that's what they said.
Mhm.
So, and yeah, it's definitely helped me, especially with Marak. Okay,
Did it mend? Some
I don't know.
fences?
It's not fully mended because I still need explanation for why he becomes a bag of farts. But
He fell
You
into
might
the
get
acid.
it in season 2.
I'm hoping.
You might get
I'm
it
really
in
hoping in
two.
season 2 we got time. That's the thing.
I'm
So
curious, like, will they bring new characters? Like, I'm curious how much of like the crossover we get, because they really did clean out like 70 to 80% of the cast from this
Yeah,
season. If
you're
you
right.
Look at my list,
Mhm.
like because it's not just the finale. Like, a lot of deaths happened, but there was a lot of other characters that we started with that are not
Are
in it. I mean,
gone.
just like
yeah.
yeah, just
The
like
last
some
two
small
boots.
examples. I mean, some of them are Janix related, but like, Demas was killed off early, but like the chief on Janix. I mean, Janix obviously isn't going to be our setting, but and then there's question marks. What about the one lady? I forget her name. The associate of
Oh
shit, I don't know
yeah.
what Sonos.
Yeah, the-
Oh, I forget her name. now, too.
Rena Sol.
So
Yeah.
in that frame, whenever she blows up the ship, there in one of the last frames they show her rolling away to like a box, or behind like a container. There is actually, if you slow it down in that sequence, you can see her rolling away to possibly cover. I think she's actually going to be one of the bigger parts of getting Lawson out of the prison,
Nice.
out of jail.
And that's
That's a
what
great
the
theory.
Gonkers were saying as well.
Yeah. So
okay.
I think she's gonna help. Obviously, you got the mom, the Outliers, all that stuff. But also, Marak technically did get flung off the bridge. I don't think he died, but they didn't answer that there. Some
Yeah, I
people
guess
were
it's not
like,
impossible.
but I don't think he died there. I mean,
He
that's
flew away.
Yeah,
That dude was
helicopter- They kind of wreck on the helicopter thing in a way, but
I'm
they
glad.
also but they off screened it, so it's almost like they
yeah.
like he's not going to be dead, but
There
they're
might
not going to
be-
explain why.
I'll have to listen to it with headphones again. Maybe there's a sound.
There might
maybe
be a cue in there.
Maybe you hear the sound of the sabers
Fwa-da-da-da-da.
whirring.
I am so glad that they didn't incorporate that. It was a very good
I
move.
mean, he still
to
spun
not-
him a lot, but just not going it forward and backwards and upwards and downwards.
and flying.
If they just threw in the sound and we didn't see it, that'd be funny and acceptable to me.
Yeah.
They just show it. They just
That would be about the only acceptable way in such a seriously toned show.
I thought the crow for sure was going to die, though. I don't know. I mean, he was intimidating, but he was kind of the second, so I'm like, but then he bossed up in this one, and
I don't think
and then
they-
he didn't even get like he just like was fine.
The only- yeah,
Marak got thrown
right.
off. Crow was like,
Yeah.
I could fly, but I'm good.
just retreats.
I could fly, but I'm good. The
Yeah.
only thing about leaving the Crow and Marak alive, which I guess could be a pro to some people's eyes, is the amount of speculation that they do to us. And I've been burned on
Yeah.
this so many times, but there's already speculations out there about the Crow being the reincarnated version of Savage. Who is Marak going to be? They've never explained who that is. So
They still didn't answer.
I know.
Maybe-
I think you should
I'm
make
nervous.
some theories on Marak.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
That smell. Wow.
They're not suckering me into that again.
I don't know. It sounds like you're thinking those wheels
I have
are
thoughts.
turning.
Yes.
Is that why you gave it a 9.75? Because
That's
they,
it.
they left you hanging with
They
Marak.
left me
I
hanging
want
with
a
Marak.
month of weekly theories of Marak theories from you, Dustin.
Only Marak theories. Man, I went so hardcore with that too, just to go off. And
But you did get a
dust.
reference in this.
I did. Yeah. Thank
maybe
you for bringing
maybe
us
that'll
back.
redeem us.
Marak, yeah.
That's, I think, probably why that episode 9 was my favorite episode, was for the fact that Maul, Sammy Witt, disconnects the lightsabers and fights with 2. It was epic to see that. And then his jump from the platform to the other side, with the reverse grip. It was Star Killer all the way from The Force Unleashed, and that is one of my ultimate favorite Star Wars games is The Force Unleashed. Not just for how much fun that game is, it's also for the story, and Sam Witwer kills it in that story. And then his
Star kills it.
yeah, nice. His stance at the end when he looks back, 100% a Star Killer reference. And I think there was one before that, but I was having a hard time. Was there another one in there, Biz, that I might have missed?
Somebody mentioned it. I don't know. I just wanted to make sure you covered that because I feel remiss. If we
Yes,
didn't
thank
cover
you.
The Star Killer, but
Has to
yeah,
be
that was
covered.
absolutely epic. Him sending that saber back and when he's on the platform.
Yeah,
Midair.
midair.
Yeah, just again, yeah, like you're saying, episode 9 in some ways is like they're different and like better in different ways for what they are. To going back a little bit about the seriousness though, there was a part at the end of episode 10 and kind of what I was referencing in my non-spoilers, but the part with Vario, we get like the basically. I think you guys were mentioning, but like it's kind of like Endor Ewok music just for a second in the heat of a moment. We got a Jedi Master that's pretty much just got killed, and we've got this little dude, and just a funny comedic scene. But it also like it's good for the story because I don't know how they get out without him doing that, like having that small dude. I mean, Stormtrooper's aim isn't that great, but like it was kind of it was kind of needed for them to do something like that. Otherwise, I would be like, well, how do they get out of this situation? They kind of worked it. They kind of worked it, and in a fun and playful way too.
Yeah. They nailed that. The levity. It was needed for how serious everything just was. They really did need some levity in there to kind of break that tension up a little bit. Was that before or after Docky died? Was that right after? Pretty close after.
Before.
Docky? Oh, it was before.
It was before.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all because then they started running away and they got split up, and then Brander went and saw Docky die. After
I know. We're all like, yeah, I hope they live, but it's like, get back to the mall, get back to the fight.
Yeah.
But the fact that Vario to survive, maybe even Two Boots should have done what Brander and sacrificed himself.
I thought Two Boots was going to be the sacrifice.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah,
Because
come
did
on,
he
Two
deserve to
Boots.
live?
Did
Hey, you're a droid. Come on now.
Wow.
Yeah, we could always rebuild you.
Yeah. I
That-
can't believe the AI fact checker is against the droids.
Well, oh my
She's
goodness.
turned her back on us.
That's what Biz is saying.
No, you guys had pointed out that he is to blame for all of this chaos, for bringing every imperial force there. So
Yeah, it is
It's
kind of it
true.
is his
You know,
fault.
full circle.
He called Vader.
Yeah.
Hey, fact, Mott, can you tell me what? Oh, never mind.
Although I will say there was an interesting scene when Spybot died. They did pan over to Two Boots for just a moment. I thought it was an interesting
Really?
choice.
Droids just feel each
Yeah,
other.
it almost was
Aw.
like Two Boots was kind of sad by it as well, and was seeing how Maul reacted to Two Boots' death as well. And there might be some more there, since he is kind of a detective droid as well.
Mhm.
And he saved Riley. He did a good job there. I think he
Has he
I don't-
redeemed himself? Has
I don't know
Two
if
Boots
he's-
redeemed himself?
I don't think he's fully redeemed because again, it is all his fault. But he came around. He definitely came around a
At
lot
least
more.
he can fight, you know.
Yeah, he did do a lot better in this one, and he had a funny moment as well that actually had Maul look at him, which was whenever
Oh,
he's like
yeah.
the waist scene. Whenever he was like, "This is not the."
I'm going to report this.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
protocol
that was
of
funny, yeah.
waste. And then he's like, "Oh, not priority number one."
But
Yeah.
that's just perfect Star Wars too. Like we're in such a serious moment, and that still works.
Exactly.
With a droid character like that. I just absolutely love that. And honestly, I do like the choice that it wasn't Two Boots. I can see what you guys are saying, but I kind of like that he didn't sacrifice himself because if he sacrificed himself, I don't think that's enough to make up for it. Like it's almost like taking the easy way out. Like he's got to do a lot in the next season to make up for his sins.
True.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have had the same emotional weight behind
Oh
it.
yeah, definitely
with
not.
with Brander.
I would have felt more relief than I did sadness, and I
Yeah.
definitely felt sad for
Wow.
Brander.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Well-
know we know where
No
we know
love
why
among
Fact Checker
droids.
likes Brander.
Yeah.
Well,
I wonder.
mean,
Will we
come
get a
on.
shirtless scene next?
Shirtless Brander?
He
next-
might be injured.
next
Maybe when he's
season.
in the medical bay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh,
That's
fact
what I'm holding
checker.
out for.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Maddie,
Leans
had,
into it.
Maddie had a good point earlier too. Even also in episode 9 when he takes out the walker, the chicken walker.
that was a 9 too. Good grief! Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of 9.
That was epic.
Oh my
I love
gosh.
that.
And the
sequence.
saber throw that we got from the trailer. We haven't even mentioned that.
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
Oh my gosh,
When
so
he took out
rewatchable.
the
So
knee.
many great moments.
So many great moments.
I do have one. Well, you guys are going to say more on that?
No, go ahead.
No,
What
no, go.
What did they not give us in one of the trailers or TV spots?
Ooh.
I am the force. And
The line?
Force
Yeah,
something.
that's true.
Where is it? Is it all just a bunch of hooey? Was this just a dream?
That was just ad, or maybe they recorded it and decided not to
or
use
is it going to be in season 2?
Hopefully
And they
season
already
2.
filmed it, and they already.
Maybe-
Ooh.
The one spot I could see where it could have been thrown in and actually used without us noticing is when he's looking at his reflection and kind of the flashback episode.
Yeah,
which
that's what
I'm
I
totally
was
forgetting.
thinking.
Man, we got so many different great episodes. We got a
Yes.
tea scene, Maul in the dark, with Devin, complete dark side, kind of a Empire Strikes Back episode in a way. We get
Yep.
a flashback reminiscing episode. We've got underworld drama. We got Vader. We got it all. That's what Maul Shadow Lord does. Oh my! I'm so excited to rewatch this.
I know, me too. It's a masterpiece. And I want to touch on this, and then I want to get everybody's take on a few other things here. We're gonna go. This is my last thought. I think it's one of the greatest points to talk about. Is Devin finally committing
Yeah.
to? I loved how they executed that scene. You know, she just saw her master die. She's filled with rage at this point, but
Mhm.
she's losing because she doesn't know how to use it yet. She's still just an apprentice who's teetering on light and dark, so it's throwing her off balance more than it is giving her power in this situation, especially with someone who knows how to use it, the Crow. And then Maul just comes around the corner like the creepy but awesome Sith,
Yeah.
like he is, dark side user he is, and just offers the red saber.
That
And
was an epic moment.
what a
but dark.
symbolic. That's what I love about the writing of that and that whole sequence. I was just like, that could not have been executed any better.
Like somebody thought about that.
Yeah, somebody actually thought about that. Yeah, and the offering of the saber was also so much more than just I can help you with the saber. It's like, no, are you ready to commit to this? You know, this is your last hope. This is your
Yep.
chance. She's been teetering on the edge the whole time, and then finally she goes, and then the red lightsaber ignites, and then you're like, she's in it, baby. We got Darth Talon.
Maddie said not just any red saber, his original red saber.
Yeah, that's even more.
That means something.
That does.
Wow.
Shoot.
And you know Sammy Witt made a point of that too. He's the saber guy too. He's
He-
the one who corrected him in
Yeah.
the movie, Solo movie. They were going to use his original lightsaber, and he had to correct them and be like, no, he couldn't have that saber at this time and where he's at in the story. And he's like, these are your options. And they're like, oh, we didn't really think about that. Like, that's the kind of like level that Sammy Witt is on all this. So you know he thought about that. But what do you guys think about that sequence? Did you love it as much as me?
Yes. I was thinking about that as one of the moments that stuck out
Yeah.
when she grabbed that saber and started raging in her voice and her scream and everything
Oh.
got really dark. It was like, ouch.
Yeah,
She's-
that little voice change. Yeah, it was perfect.
it
It
was,
was.
crafted.
Did her eyes
Okay.
ever turn yellow? I don't think they did.
No,
Okay.
and that's fine by me too, because like you kind of got to earn that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Like
do more than just-
Vader, Anakin Skywalker. I mean, he took out a whole Jedi temple and still hadn't had yellow eyes. He had to go finish off the Separatist Council on Mustafar to fully get the Sith eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's her council moment yet? She's done nothing.
She's done nothing.
She's got to earn it.
She has not
I'm
earned
curious.
that.
No, I'm curious when what she'll look like. How far into the Darth Talon era are we gonna go?
Right.
And okay, I gotta take a second to pat myself a little bit.
Do
Okay,
it.
I definitely
Do it.
definitely was wrong on the Vader thing. Which we heard that like early on that Vader was gonna be in it, but this show did so good that they convinced me he wasn't gonna be in here. But I gotta say, Dan, when we were predicting, I said, where's this gonna show? The show's gonna literally cut out. We're gonna have Devin turn to the dark side, some kind of scene with that, and we're gonna end credits, roll credits, and it happened. So heck yeah,
I know.
how we got there, maybe slightly different, but I mean, we knew the
called
Maul
it.
materials there, Naki, but it even though like it's fun to be right, but like I don't feel right because they surprised me with so many different other choices and how we got there though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even
And-
though they
I
did
mean,
what you
you're-
said they
you're
would. What's that?
Yeah, but and you too though with the ship again, it's just a little less
Yeah.
less filled out.
It was less filled out. It was the pairings were more depressive than I wanted. But we did get them all kind of working together momentarily. I was like, what I wanted was on the crossing of that skiff. I'm like, please put like, Rook Cast and like Devin together. I literally thought they were going to take their time and like give us like, dialogue with these characters as they crossed. Because that was like representing crossing the bridge, and then like on the other side, then they would have the big battle. And so this was kind of a slow moment. And then the Crow and Marok come out. I was like, I guess we're not doing that. So we only
that would have been cool though.
We had a heartfelt moment
for that.
Right, but we had a heartfelt moment with Riley and his dad.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was good.
Because but that was the only one that we got, I think. Right? Wasn't that the only one?
The heartfelt moment?
Wasn't that the only one? Crossing? Wasn't that the only dialogue? Yeah. The rest of it was just kind of.
Well, it was some Vario stuff in there, and how they all look. We talked about earlier about Vario and how he was saying.
Yeah.
I'm tall. I'm big.
Yeah.
And he's like, why are y'all looking at me?
Yeah.
I did love that sequence. That was hilarious. He's one of the funniest characters in this show.
And it's funny. They kept Vario, who's funny, and they kept Two Boots, who is funny. They got rid of Bushkadu, who was also funny.
He was hilarious.
Funniest.
Which,
3 funnies is too many.
Who's the funniest character in this show?
Spybot.
You think Spybot?
I think most consistently Spybot. Every time he came on the screen, we were like,
yeah, I agree. I think Spybot was the funniest in the show.
Vario delivered some laughs.
You could read his subtitles. It's kind of like, honestly, just Chopper, but read subtitles.
Yes.
Dark Side Chopper, kind of.
Impy Shinies.
I don't know.
He had
Chopper
kind of
is Dark Side.
Chopper is Dark Side, though. He just...
Yeah, maybe that's Chopper's dad. Spybot is Chopper's dad.
Maybe.
Oh my goodness, that'd be crazy. Wow. Or if there's like a piece of Spybot in Chopper.
Mm-hmm.
But he was one of the funniest characters. But let's do this real fast.
Okay.
I know we got to move on here, but what was everybody's? If you had to pick a favorite episode out of Maul Shadow Lord, which one would it be and why? I'll give you a second to think about it. It's
say it again.
If you had to pick one episode that you enjoyed the most, or is your favorite out of Maul Shadow Lord, which would it be?
I think we'd be here all day if you said why. Maybe not
pick
one.
The one. We'll just pick the one. I meant like a short answer.
Yeah.
The show deserves it. We'll go into the AMs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Man.
We're all passed out. Bismo still going.
I think it was 10 for me. I think it was 10.
10 was the ultimate.
Because of the deaths.
Whoa.
There were deaths in 9 too. But
okay. Yeah, for the serious weight
the
and
deaths
tone of
and
it.
the turn.
Yeah,
that has to be it.
10.
That's
Yeah.
me.
That's a great one. It's hard to top that one.
And the 3-on-3 lightsaber.
What about you, Fact Checker? Do you got one?
Yeah, I would also say 10 because I like a good
Ooh.
finale. I like a good wrap up.
The satisfaction of the ending.
Even
Yeah.
as brutal as all of the deaths were, I'm torn because, we knew Devin was going to turn to Maul's side most likely. I still, didn't want her to. So when she did, I was like, no, but it made sense of the story. But overall, it was, they wrapped it up well to end this season.
Yeah,
totally.
And I can't reiterate enough that it's the fact that they delivered. We expected a lot of things. The way that we got there wasn't exactly how we thought it was going to happen. So that means it wasn't as predictable as a lot of other Star Wars shows we've watched in recent years. But it didn't subvert our expectations. It delivered on what we were expecting, but did it in such an artful way that we thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved how they were able to deliver in that way. But what about you, Biz? Do you have a favorite episode?
Oh, it's really hard to pick one. It's tough. I think
they're all arcs. They're
all great.
They're pairs.
I think
too.
it's like I like to pick bits and pieces. I think for an episode, I do want to come back to just episode 3, Whispers in the Unknown. To me, it's just so different and fun. Just seeing like with the tea scene and in the darkness, Maul like popping in and out. And then at the end of the episode, we get a kind of an Empire Strikes Back parallel between Devin and Maul. And I don't know, they got me hooked. Like I went from not rating the first 2 episodes because like, oh, I got to see something to I'm totally locked in. This is great. And then to follow that up though, I mean, I'll say that was probably my favorite episode overall, but I got like 4 10s, so take that as you will. I think a good summary too was the intro to episode 4, just the next episode, still sticks with me, where he goes to to deal with Mark Krim and the
Pike. Syndicate.
the Pike Syndicate, and that was just an
Yeah.
intro to an episode, and they
Yes.
accomplished more than like some hour-long episodes of, or like full live action episodes of shows. Like, it was more entertaining. It provided more value to the universe in just that, and it was like perfectly well written too. Oh my gosh,
It was like the beginning of the Dark Knight. That's what that was. It was like the intro to the Dark Knight with the clowns and the bank heist. It was like the same thing.
that's a perfect comparison. Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, this
so
this
good.
show gives us a top 10 moments. You realize that? We could do like a tier list of moments from the show.
just moments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
you're
Mark
right.
Krim, the
Yeah.
training, the tea ceremony, I don't know, all the moments in 9 and 10,
Yeah.
8, the tears,
That would be fun.
that would actually be
That
pretty
would be
fun.
fun.
That'd be a fun
We might
video.
have
We
to
should
do
do that
that.
instead of fan
Maybe-
theories.
I
and Raw.
can't
Maybe
think of-
next week.
I can't think of any other singular season that has delivered that kind of.
I agree.
It was just moment
Good
after
point.
moment after moment, which is why
Yeah.
we're just
Usually, we're just stuck on like maybe a couple episodes, even
the
with,
finales
like,
or whatever. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, even with like Andor season 2, it's like I think there's usually like a pretty clear cut. It's like, yeah, this the end of the Gorman arc or whatever. Like, everybody kind of
Right.
like focuses on that, or like maybe Mon Mothma, a couple things. Like, obviously there's a lot there where it's like you could pick a lot from a lot of different episodes here.
But
Exactly.
even Andor didn't have quite as through line of everything was hidden. There were still moments in both seasons of
Yes.
Andor that were like,
Mhm.
Mhm.
Really, we're going there.
We're really
talking
going there. Yeah, exactly. But then there were moments in Andor where you're like, oh, yes. And that's what
Yes.
kind of saved it. But there was just more moments than it was the entire show. Whereas this, yeah, you have a top 10 moments.
This'll be-
But then every
Yeah.
episode we give it's all above 9 for everybody for
Yeah.
for
There's
most
such
everybody.
a wide range in such a short amount of time too. I'm even thinking about fun scenes like the chase scene with Devin, like just a
Yeah.
completely new track. Just
Yeah,
a
random.
That's great.
kind of reminiscent of the beginning episode 2, Attack of the Clones with Anakin and Obi-Wan and the chase scene. Just
So
the
much.
depth and different. It's just the attention to detail and quality, and to hear they're already working on season 2.
Yes. Love that.
It's hard to not get super excited. It's funny. This show is so good that we've got a Star Wars movie coming out in 2 weeks, and we haven't even.
You'd never
We
even
don't
know
even.
it.
We don't even talk about it.
Yeah, I know. It's
What a
kinda
mess.
Crazy.
What
It
a
is
mess.
crazy. Well, there's so much hype. There's so much to talk about with the show. It's so well done that it's hard not to talk about it and speculate. And that's why all you gonkers out there are having such a fun time. We see your chats here. Sorry, we're not getting to all of them, but you guys are on fire in the
I was
chat.
just gonna
We
run a
appreciate
couple of
you
them, or
guys.
no? You want to
Yeah,
jump?
do it.
Yeah, I'll just do my answer
you
real
haven't
quick.
you haven't answered. Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Dustin,
I'm
go
I'm with Bismo actually. I think overall my favorite episode is episode 3
Wow.
with the tea ceremony, and I love the choreography with the fight between Devin
Oh,
and Maul in that sequence, and also what that meant symbolically and how he was so masterfully like teaching her things, corrupting her, good
Planting
cop,
those
bad
seeds,
cop,
yeah.
planting those seeds. I
Beautiful.
loved that execution. Follow up, runner up to that one would be 9, mostly because of the Star Killer reference.
There you go.
And it was just a well executed
I-
episode.
you
So
know,
well done.
I couldn't even argue any of those.
I know, but
Like, I can't argue
all great.
against any of those.
10 is
you know what I
fantastic
mean?
too. I could go anywhere
You're
with
right.
all of yeah.
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 Normally, I have an opposition to something, but I don't.
It would be
Wow, Dan.
It would be a boring tier list to rank this each episode of the show. I'd be like, all right, yeah, this
Yeah.
is S tier, and actually, you know what, this episode's
It's
S tier, and then
Right.
I'm kind of thinking this episode is S tier.
S tier, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a masterpiece for sure.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching this back later, comment below. What was your favorite episode? We want to hear from you guys. And is this a masterpiece for you? What moments were your favorites? And in the chat as well, guys. If you guys
Yeah.
haven't already put,
Maddie had said 10 was the best. I loved episode, but I love episode 6, the training scene
Oh,
and his
yeah.
fight on the train to
Yeah.
save Devin.
it's hard to
Was the
yeah.
most
Mhm.
Ray
Good
Park
moments.
Maul
Oh,
I've
that
seen in the
was a-
whole show.
That was a fantastic fight. I mean, I'm already forgetting about things that were so amazing. I'm like, oh yeah, it's hard to.
Yep. Sonya
The
said
rewatch is
10
so good.
because of the
Yeah.
deaths that happened in front of Darth Maul and the dark tones of Vader. Anakin Skywalker came from behind.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It
So-
came from behind.
To binge it, 10 episodes of about 20 minutes, about 200 minutes. So it's like a length
3
of like a
hour.
Lord of the Rings movie. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that would be a great.
Because it's
one
all
day
there's no filler, man. It's just solid. To Americans, dang, I'd have to do recency or rewatch, but recency bias says 9 for me. Can't go
Mhm.
wrong.
Yes.
Jimbo
Yeah,
Mumbo
no arguing that.
gives it a 10. Hitting with sticks, going with 10. He said
And
Spy
I
Bot.
would still expect the finale to be probably the most highly rated. Like I would expect that
Yeah.
probably. So
Right.
yeah, I'm not gonna argue it back. But
Hitting with
Right.
Stick says Spybot is the child of Maul's probe droid that Qui-Gon kills in the deleted scene.
Oh, is it?
I think it's
Is that his?
it's just the fan
it's a
theory.
Fan theory.
Aw,
Yeah.
that'd be cute.
Head canon. That's his head
His
canon.
head canon, yeah.
Unless they said it somewhere. Maybe they said it somewhere. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah, you guys have some great takes. Yeah, I can't argue with any of those. It's like really just pick 1 through 10.
Yeah, right. No,
It's
it's
like, you're right. This was like an easy test. This is like the best pop quiz test we could take.
Yeah.
Mhm.
honestly,
All
just
of the
throwing
answers.
just
maybe
throwing a dart, and then the dart would hit, and I could guarantee I could find something to talk
Yep.
about.
A moment in that show that makes it the best.
Mo says, unfortunately, still more people are going to go see M and G than ever see Maul. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's
As we transition,
Movies
But-
hold weight.
but I think it's okay because maybe the Star Wars general audience will start to hear of the most other recent thing on Disney Plus, so they can go back and watch. And then
yeah.
they'll be like, oh, Maul. And if they're young, they won't know who that is, but they'll maybe go down a rabbit hole. It's a
Mhm.
great place to start if you want to learn about a character that was in a movie.
Well, and
you
this
know?
gets the fans, the loyal fans, hyped for Star Wars again.
Yes.
And even if
So
Mando
that's
and
pretty huge.
yeah, and if
Mhm.
Mando Grogu is like kind of mid
Mhm.
or not superb, all the Star Wars fans in theaters are like, but how about Maul? Huh?
Yeah.
Maul was
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it.
no,
Maul, yeah.
Mando, right? You know?
Like, honestly, hardcore fans we're eating pretty good right now. If
Yep.
Mando
Yeah.
flops, I mean, they're already making season 2 of Maul. Like, we'll be eating just good and animated Star Wars. If you don't, if you're still on the fence about not watching animated Star Wars, though, like, just do it. Just do it. Like it goes above and beyond. Like it's really worth it. And this show, I think, it's a great starting point. I don't think you need to necessarily watch anything to watch this show. Like it's honestly just a good show on its own. Like obviously
that's a good
there's
point.
stuff will give you context, but like I don't really think you necessarily need to watch a bunch to understand the show.
Yeah, this show is doing what the Clone Wars did for the
Yeah.
prequels.
Yeah.
It's now doing it with Maul. Like the Clone Wars came along. You know, a lot of people complained about Anakin's arc in the prequel series and not enough depth to the character, a lot of different things, the acting or whatever. I think he did a great job. But the one thing they did amazing in the Clone Wars was they made Anakin a likable character, and they made him so much more relatable, and the relationship between him, his master Obi-Wan, it just gave the right amount of story to build up to such an emotional ending for that character, or at least in Revenge of the Sith. And then Maul is now doing that here after episode 1, which everybody wanted more of Maul, and when he got cut in half, you know, fans were kind of like, oh, that sucks. He was a fan favorite. Still, after that, then they bring him back in animation. So to your point, Biz, animation, they're doing it right. This is where they can really get into the weeds here. They can get into the details and start giving us more character development, more character arc, and it just gives you so much more to love about these characters, and it enhances the films. It enhances the movies. And on their own, I think some of the best Star Wars we've got since I think the prequels has been in animation. So at least a lot of more wins, a lot less misses when it comes to animation versus live action. So to your point, I completely agree with you there on too bad not as many people are going to watch this compared to the
Give it a
The
try.
movie.
Give it a try.
But,
Tell your
yeah.
friends about it that are on the fence
Yeah.
about animation too. Like, you know, this is great. There's nothing to like. You give them a nudge. Give them a nudge. They're missing out. Let them know I told you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you know
100%.
what? You know what's been the trend lately, which I think would serve perfectly for this, is what have they been doing lately? They've been turning most everything that's animated, that's been
Live
successful
action.
animation, live action. And
Oh,
they
boy,
could
here we go.
definitely do that. That's also why people got excited for Ahsoka season 1, because we basically got live action Clone Wars. And the episode was it
That's true.
5 of Ahsoka? That was why, and that's the
Yeah,
one
it
they
was pretty
showed
cool.
in theaters. They didn't show the rest of them. They only showed that one in theaters. So it's like, yeah, that's right for the pickings. They could turn this into a 2.5 hour movie, even this show, if they wanted to do season by season. So it could happen down the road, especially with how successful it is and if they have to come back to things.
Adam, apparently the game must be over. Someone says Clone Wars, and I
And I
appear.
Well, thanks for joining in.
Yeah, welcome back.
We're trying to wrap up the Maul Shadow Lord here right now. We've been going for a long time on it just because there's been so much to talk about. So many fun things.
Not
trying
long
to-
enough.
Yeah, you're trying to recap something like this. It's just bonkers, man.
It is. There's
Yeah.
so much to it.
It's gonkers.
bonkers. I
Ooh.
like it.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
people that don't like animation, they're crazy. And on that note, Nick even gave this show and series.
Speaking of crazy,
Yeah,
speaking
some
of
high
insane
ratings,
people. No, I'm just
he
joking.
was like, that was actually really good.
Yeah, and he was
You're
a little,
right.
he was a little pessimistic in the beginning.
He
Even he
was.
was tempering his expectations a little in the beginning. Yeah,
He's like, just wait till the ending. It's
Yeah.
gonna suck.
Yeah.
yeah, and in the end, he was
Oh,
like,
I remember hearing some of that. I was like,
Yeah, you're like, Nick, come on, man, this is good. Like, let's
Ugh.
just. You're right, it might suck, but this is good, right?
right.
And then it did. It just got better and better and better to the point where he even like stayed up late to watch it on
He
Monday.
did,
He
yeah.
does.
Quite
Yeah.
late.
And
So-
he gets up early.
He gets
so
up at like
4 something.
I think he slept 30 minutes that night because
Yeah.
he went to bed at 10. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So that's a great point. That's a great point. Even and that's the sad thing of Star Wars and the state that it's in is it's trained us to be cautious of projects coming out. Like, don't get your hopes up too high because you never know what's gonna happen. But with this one, I felt pretty confident. I think we all felt pretty dang confident in this one, and they delivered. And Maul Shadow Lord is absolutely a masterpiece. Need we say more?
Need we say more?
We will in the
We
future.
will, yeah, I was gonna
Next
say.
week, I think I'm going to say this now. Next week, I think what we're going to do is we're going to speculate a little bit more on season 2 and what could happen in season 2. I think that'll be a fun discussion with everybody. If you guys have thoughts here, though, we'd love to hear them from you guys as well, Gonkers and chat. But anything else before we move on from Maul?
I just
Shadow
like this
Lord?
comment.
Okay, do
Hitting
it.
with Sticks. Maul was the first animated Star Wars show that my dad asked me if I wanted to watch with him. He never watches the animated stuff.
Wow.
So it's bringing families back together.
Maybe it's because you hit him with sticks.
'Cause you
Maybe
hit 'em with
stop hitting
sticks.
people with sticks, and they'll want to watch things with you. I'm just joking. I'm joking. That was a
No,
terrible pun.
that's
I'm sorry.
very cool. Hitting with Sticks.
But yeah, that's a great point. Yeah.
Yes. What's the origin of the gonk?
Oh yeah. So
Like the gonk droid?
gonkers.
or
Do you mean like why we
gonkers?
say gonkers? I think it's because
We needed a name for the chat. We didn't want to just
Yeah.
call them you guys the chat. So
Yeah. So we called you all these horrible things.
no.
And then at the end of it, we said, what's a droid that we love that looks like a
Yes.
trash can? Because they're trash.
Oh, God.
oh my
I'm
goodness.
kidding.
No,
Our favorite droid that showed up in all the shows and everything.
is a
Yeah.
gonk droid. Anytime there's a gonk droid, it just immediately that's the only con. Was there a gonk droid in this show?
Yeah.
Was there?
No. There might have been.
Whoa, we need
Oh,
to.
my
Okay, I need to
goodness.
rewatch.
We're gonna have to rewatch.
There
it,
might have
figure
been,
out
but
if there
I
was a
don't
gonk
think there
droid
was
in
a
this.
gonk.
I don't think there was a gonk
But
in this.
Gonkers just kind of started sticking when you guys, yeah. And then we have our own droid named Battery.
Yeah, Battery is our droid. He's currently at my house right now.
the
But
mascot.
yeah, he's kind of our mascot called Battery the Gonk. He's hilarious. And he's also in our Star Wars D&D that we have as well, which is fun.
You made us gonk droids? I'm out of here.
so.
No, we didn't make you. We just call it what we see.
We endearingly, we love Gonk droids is what we're saying.
Yeah, and so we love you, proverbially.
Yes.
Hey, but somebody here named Bismo, like,
I
was very
know.
generous.
Yeah, what?
Gifted a membership.
Dude, thank you so
Bro.
much,
Very
Bismo.
cool.
I needed
welcome,
that. No, I'm just
Mumbo.
joking.
Welcome,
Mumbo Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Mom. Yeah, thanks, Biz.
Let's go.
Oh,
Heck
man.
yeah. No, you guys
Oh,
have some
cool.
great members only content. So definitely,
There's some
you know,
stuff on there.
There is
yeah,
some stuff
definitely
on
go
there.
check it out. And I not to put you guys on the spot, but you know, we're getting out of the swing of things. You guys got any members content, you know, potentially teased?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to drop too much here, but we definitely got more in the works when it comes to some members stuff. Maybe, yeah, I'll tease too much. We have some ideas and thoughts, and you guys will announce them here soon. So that you guys, and starting next week, I'll say we'll get back to our normal
Yeah,
routine
thank you.
of doing a live stream at 7 or 8 to be determined. We'll let you know for sure, and then we
do a
usually do a member
member
stream
stream, yep.
right after that. So
Super
We're gonna
fun.
get right
Definitely
back to that.
recommend.
But there's definitely going to be stuff dropping soon, so you guys are going to
Yes.
want to tune into the member stuff. So Mumbo Jimbo keep an eye out and go back and watch some of the other stuff, dude.
Yeah, it's some great stuff in there.
There's some fun stuff. Throwing some love your way. Super chat from Mumbo
Yeah,
Jimbo.
it's awesome.
Thanks to Star Wars Santa for suggesting your channel. Love you
wow,
guys,
yeah.
dude.
Oh, we
love
love
Santa.
We love Star Wars Santa too, man. He is a legend in the space. I mean, he's Santa again.
I know.
He is the best, and we always try to stay on his good side.
But that
On his
is-
good list.
We love your feedback, Mumbo Jimbo.
Yes,
and
we
tell
appreciate
Santa
it.
we said hi.
Yeah, and thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
He's awesome, man. Yeah, so thank you for that super chat, Mumbo Jimbo. Thank you, Biz, for starting that love train there. And that was a weird thing to say, but you know what I mean. But thank you, guys. We did have more to talk about, but it is getting a little late here.
Can you touch on it quickly?
We can touch on it quickly.
Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, let's just do Mandalorian and Grogu.
Wait, no. What did you have? What did you have?
The other thing that was in the news, but it's kind of, I don't know if it'll go over as well, but the sequel trilogy, recently there was an article and a lot of people were talking about them
Mando
scrubbing.
Grogu.
Yeah, okay.
We don't need to bring that. We don't
I
need
know.
to bring that.
We don't
That's-
want to bring it.
Yeah, so let's
It's been
not.
such a great show.
It is. Yeah, right. Let's just jump into Mandalorian and Grogu real fast. The PR has been hitting, and we actually did get to go to Burger King, and
Gotta
they've been putting out the PR left and right for this show, and I do feel like they've been starting to get a little bit more in their stride with promoting the movie. What are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling on this movie? Because for a long time, a lot of us have been like, oh, okay, yeah, but so Bismo, how are you feeling on this movie as of now?
I'm still feeling okay.
Okay.
That good, huh?
We should have done sequels. No, I'm just joking.
No, it's
Audible.
better than sequels. I've already got my tickets. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm excited to go see it. Like it's as a Star Wars fan, it's gonna be a fun time. I'm a little bit nervous, and it's not fun being nervous going into a movie. But I'm still, I'm gonna enjoy it. We know we just got some good content. Like if this Maul show flopped and we're going and we were going, I'd be apprehensive. I'd be very concerned. But thankfully we just got a big win. But hopefully we can get some back to back. But I don't know, box office wise, it's tough to say. I think.
Yeah, what are the predictions at?
Yeah, I think
80 for 4 days and 60 for 60 million.
That's predictions.
That's the predictions right now. Ticket sales.
Predictions for domestic.
Yeah, domestic. And
Yeah,
that's,
I mean,
so anything under 100, they say 100 million for a 4-day big holiday weekend, especially something as large as Star Wars.
First Star Wars movie in some
That's not good anyway. It's not terrible, but it's not good. So
Yeah.
It's still early, so these predictions, I don't know.
Word of mouth too. Like the problem is there's not enough hype going into the film yet. They're picking it up like you're saying with this merch and whatnot, and that's something I like. May the 4th, I was kind of hoping for some other announcements for things.
Yeah,
but they went all in on Mando and Grogu.
Can you touch on a few of those real fast?
Yeah, so I mean, I was kind of there was rumors of a tales of Luke Skywalker potentially, but it sounds like that may have just been a leak. I don't know for sure, but I was very confident, and I'm probably going to be put on a spike if by the end of the month Jedi 3 is not announced because I was very confident.
Put on a spike. Wow.
Well, I've made some videos on it. Like, yep, I'm very confident it's coming. They brought Cal Kestis out for the Rebuild the Galaxy. They did some promotional stuff with him back in the fall. I'm like, okay, they'll wait till Star Wars Day. Okay, well, my new excuse is we got a movie coming out, so all their PR is going to that. But and also Ahsoka season 2, like things like that. But I think they're putting out all they got because they're course correcting a little bit. Like think of where we're at with the Super Bowl. They put out an ad that most people didn't even know it was Star Wars till when the ad ended, to being forced to release the trailer shortly after that. So like there isn't a ton of hype going into this film. They're shifting all of their announcements to that. I think they have stuff ready to be announced, but I think they're going to wait till after the movie or use the movie if there's an end credit scene to tease something like Ahsoka season 2.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. They haven't quite Marocked you yet, is what you're saying. It could still happen. Hasn't gone totally to the wind.
Yeah. It's coming. I'm starting to feel kind of a little bit South Park. The dragons. They're coming. They're coming.
Yeah.
Jedi
Don't
3.
worry.
It's coming.
It's coming. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. I was surprised too. I was in the same camp with you. I thought they were definitely going to announce those 3 things come Monday, because there was a leak out there that showed all 3 of them. And that they were going to announce it that day. So surprising that they didn't. Of those 3 things, though, what are you most excited for? Everybody on the panel, but you first, Bismo. What would you be most excited about hearing the announcement for?
Jedi 3. I'm super pumped to play that, especially with the new Bismo PC to really get the most of a game like that. But I'm really looking forward to that. We're still a ways away, but it's been such a good story, and I'm a little apprehensive where it goes. Close second though would be Ahsoka season 2. Though would like to hear something. Is it still being made? Hello.
Yeah.
Is it made? Like they said it was basically done like a month ago ish, but I don't know what's going on there. How would you guys? What would of those?
Yeah, Dan.
things?
What about you? What were you most excited for out of those 3 announcements, or even Mandalorian and Grogu?
You said Ahsoka, Star Wars 3, and Tales.
Tales
probably.
Tales of Luke Skywalker.
Probably Tales. Tales of Luke Skywalker would be cool.
I don't even know. Do we know if that's actually was being worked on? Because that's the one I have no idea on.
It's a straight rumor. We don't know for sure.
Yeah. If it's not, then rumor. I love the games. I never actually played the games. I watched you guys play the games. I tried to play them.
We had fun.
But yeah, Mando or so then probably Ahsoka would be the next thing. But right now I'm more excited about Mando because I know what's actually happening. Yeah. So, it's hard for me to get excited about something.
Movie in the theaters?
Yeah.
So
right.
You're saying this is real life.
This is real life. I don't think
we're actually they did scrap it, or
I don't think they're canceling it.
We've got our tickets, so they better not.
We got our tickets. They just robbed us. It's like the Spirit Airlines thing. People bought the tickets and they're no more.
Oh my goodness. Wow, way to bring that one in.
What, do you guys fly on Spirit recently?
But that was brutal.
That's the kind of stuff that these companies could do to you. But
true.
But I'm excited about the Mandalorian and Grogu movie the most because it's happening and because it's very soon. And because, the experience of going to see a Star Wars movie, and it's the first one I get to see with my son at this point, as he's old enough and whatever. So that's kind of exciting to experience. It's the Star Wars movie going experience. You just take all the money, buy all the popcorn things, experience the IMAX-ness of it. That always makes it more fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for that, the experience. And, if the Mandalorian movie isn't as great as Maul, which it's not, but if it's decent and it sets up something cool, like you're saying, for Ahsoka or something, hey, that's a big win. And if it makes, some money, we got to get Star Wars back on the map. We got to get them moving in the right direction. So I'm rooting for this thing to have some small success, if not, huge fan love, but maybe some monetary success, because it's a low budget movie. So they can maybe make 300 million, 400 million. If they go $1 billion, then I was right from the beginning.
And we're going to claim it hardcore.
But it's got to be, it's got to have
two. Oh, no. What? So you go.
It's got to have moments to get to $1 billion. It's got to have something that you want to go see and you want people to go see with you.
Very good word of mouth. But to your point, we're 2 weeks out. This has been, for the past year or plus, we bringing it up. What's your guys' numbers? If you had to pick a number, guessing 2 weeks out, and we can revisit it if we do a show before that or something.
I'm more optimistic now with the marketing going. I'm gonna shoot.
Are you talking total box office, or are you talking
total box office run? Total box office.
I think, man, there's so many caveats to that because it depends on what they actually give us. From all I've heard, though, and from what we've been given, and even that opening weekend, I think we're going to top out around 450 million to 500 million. I think that's where we're going to top out.
Boosh kaboo.
Yeah. They're still making money off that, depending on how much they spent on advertising, but and the marketing, everything that went into all these products and stuff like that. But I I don't know. That's my guess right now. But
For-
but the caveat to that is if they throw in something like Dave Filoni and Favreau have done in the past that surprises us and gets people talking about it in a very positive way again, that gets people excited for more, that could change with word of mouth, and we could see a 600 to 700 million run if that happens.
Yeah.
But what about you, Dan?
Oh, $1 billion.
Billion straight.
I'm sticking
Yeah,
with it.
I hope-
I'm
I
going
hope
$1
so.
billion. If this thing has legs and maybe it does really good internationally, this thing could take off.
Yeah, international is a big thing. Yeah,
Because, maybe they show it in China. They got a lot of people there.
China hasn't really been a great place for Star Wars in the past.
Well, that's different.
I don't know. The last movie that Star Wars put out was over $1 billion. And that movie is trash.
That movie, yeah, yeah.
So from reference too, we've got Rogue. Some non-title movies because this isn't like an episode. We've got Rogue One at 1.06 billion, and then Solo: A Star Wars Story at 392.92 million. So just under 400 for Solo.
For Solo, and that's right off the back of The Last Jedi, so one of the most controversial, and they didn't give it enough time to breathe. I think if they would have put that Solo out in December, it would have done much better. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, just some context.
But thank you for that context. That's great. Yeah. Fact checker, what about you? What do you think it's going to do?
I like prophecies to come true, so I'm going to stick with $1 billion as well.
We do like our prophecies here. We do like our prophecies.
Yeah.
Biz, did you say what you think it's going to be?
I gotta say, I'm closer to Dustin than the two optimistic
It's okay.
people here. But I mean, I hope it gets to $1 billion. But somewhere between 392.92 million and 1.06. No.
Wow, so specific.
That was very
We'll be optimistic. We'll go. I think it cracks 500. I think we'll go just barely cracks 600. Just barely crack 600. I think enough people are going to get FOMO'd into I think just not enough people know about it right now still.
Yeah.
Like I just talking with there's not enough this film doesn't have enough hype yet to where I think once more people realize that there is a Star Wars movie this will be telling and what is the margin of success for them? If this is the lowest box office film of Star Wars, it's less than Solo, less than 392, basically under 400. Well, it's not looking good, fellas.
No, that's gonna hurt. I mean, again, they didn't spend that much to make this movie. That might be the only thing that saves them, but even that is gonna hurt. So I like some of these comments here, though. Adam says 550 to 600.
It's probably more realistic.
It's Star Wars and kid friendly. That's a great point. That is a great
Can't
point.
If you
forget
take your
the family.
kids,
The family
there's
element
double the
to it.
money.
And a holiday weekend. A holiday weekend
Yeah.
could pop off more than we realize, and maybe some people are just waiting for word of mouth to hear
Right.
if it's good or not before they commit to going to see it. That might be a big outlier in this. But then you got people like this. Marianne Delgado says Mandalorian and Grogu May 21st in Latin
Let's
America.
go.
Ticket in hand.
There you go. International market, booming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They already got
Let's
us.
go.
They already got us too. We all here have our tickets
I know.
ready to go.
And we're international.
And Mumbo Jimbo says, for 1 billion, we would need a "No, I am your father" moment. Maybe Grogu's first words to Mando are "Dada, I am your
I
father."
love it.
That would be amazing, dude. That's what we need.
I love that, dude.
He could
Why
say
not?
anything.
Mhm.
Maybe he was there at the Jedi Purge.
Yeah, he could have been. One of the theories that's going out there is that Grogu is actually Yoda, and he uses the world between worlds and goes back in time.
Oh, man.
No, don't do that.
Dude, that'd be nuts. Don't know how meta
Do
that
it.
would be. That would
Do it.
confuse
Do it.
everybody, but I think we'd
Yeah.
appreciate that more
Yeah.
in some ways. Then that actually would be Baby Yoda, and that would be perfect for us for so many
Well, there
reasons.
you go. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I like this
Hint
year.
for
Yeah,
members
a
only.
little-
Sonia said
little
$1 billion.
tease.
If this thing gets $1 billion, I'll have to do some kind of special stream.
We will have to do a
You,
special
you will,
stream.
Dan.
Oh.
And you'll have to call some
I'm going to
people
call
out
it the
who
$1 billion
questioned you.
stream.
Oh,
Hmm.
nice.
We're not stopping the stream till we get to 1 billion,
No.
Billion
No, I'm just joking.
subscribers.
Goodness. Oh, gosh.
Budget was 180 million, not counting marketing. Yeah, and that's a big thing. And the marketing
Oh,
is in
yeah.
full swing now. To your point, Biz, with the Burger King stuff, with hitting shelves and stores,
Sonia had said
getting it out there in the public. I
the
think
other
it's really
day
going to
it's in
help.
Bath and Body Works with soaps and lotions and
What?
stuff.
It was on.
Wow.
Wow.
Michaela told me, who's in our Star Wars D&D, who lent us the tea ceremony. It was her.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She said in the Republic of Tea, where she gets her tea stuff, has a Mandalorian and Grogu tea line going.
Whoa.
I was like, dang, they are hitting
They
everything.
should have done a mall tea line.
They're gonna make $1 billion in merch.
I think
before the movie
the
comes
merch
out.
might
That's
make
all
them
they care
more.
about. That's all they care about.
That's
It
what happened
is,
with
yeah.
the first season, the first 2 seasons, though. They
Same,
couldn't
yeah.
produce enough because they were behind the 8 ball with Baby
I
Yoda
know.
Mhm.
because they didn't want to spoil it. So
Dude.
then the demand was so high
They-
after that. That's crazy.
They made $1 billion off of us in this room. Off.
I
of
know.
merch.
Look
I'm
at this. We got so much. Oh, this
All
was free.
mixed
I picked up the
Legos.
only thing
All
that
the-
was free.
kidding. Between that and the
I mean, we got to pay
Legos.
for the meal, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, I have original Empire Strikes Back cups, glass cups
Yeah.
from Burger King, and they're back in Burger King, baby.
they're back in Burger King.
We're
baby.
Empire.
Man, I
Oh, that's a
gotta go.
sweet cup. We're going to BK land, man. I
Yeah.
mean, they know how to put this stuff out there. So that's
Are they
good if
still
these
open?
big brands are getting behind them. You know what's that?
Is Burger King still open?
It's the only thing keeping them alive. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's
It was pretty clever marketing, though. Even their slogan was good. It was "Have it the way."
Oh, that's cool.
I appreciated that. There's some good
Mhm.
stuff. They definitely put a lot of money into it. So
Yeah, the imagery is solid, and I'm rooting for Favreau. They make 180 million plus budgeting. They'll make their money back. I think there's no denying it would be a terrible flop to not make their budget back, but
yeah.
they can't afford that right now.
No,
they
they
can't
really
afford that
can't.
right now. So it'll probably get some positive press, even if it's not the hugest movie. The fact that it's profitable
Yeah.
and Honda will be happy.
I know. This adventure is not profitable.
Kind of wild how Yoda was a Jedi Master by 100, but Grogu was 50 and still can't talk. That 99th year.
Yeah, there's
A lot of maturity.
Definitely
Like,
some.
Is Hondo
Puberties.
going to be in the movie? I hope so. I
I love that.
I don't like that they don't use them, but they use them for some kind of ad for Star Wars Day with Mando and Grogu. Like, come on, put him in something.
Wait, he was in an ad?
Yeah, no, there was a May the Fourth some kind of
Yeah.
ad. It's like Hondo it gave Mando a mission or something like that. Yeah.
I think Dan shared it. I think wasn't it part of that video?
did I?
I don't remember seeing that. Dang.
When was that? It was only 2 days ago.
He wasn't. He was just named. I don't know if he was actually in it, but he
Oh,
was.
okay.
But that's with Mando.
Oh,
and
maybe
Grogu.
yeah. Maybe I did see that.
Put
yeah.
him in the dang movie. If you put him in the dang movie, that movie goes up by 100 million. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
There's the
You put Gina
Star
Carano
Wars
in it?
drone show in
Okay.
South Korea right now,
Yeah.
but it's Vader. But I mean, I don't know. Star Wars is popping. It's good to see. I mean, I hope
International
it does
baby.
well. But yeah,
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes might steer it in the wrong direction. When do the embargo lift on the reviews? You know what I'm saying?
But they're friendly. They're friendly to Disney, dude.
Well, if they pay them enough money.
They're going to pay them to make it positive.
But the popcorn meter will tell us then.
Yeah, the popcorn meal will help, but they still can control that to a certain
But let's
extent.
say it gets like a 80%.
on
not bad.
Rotten, yeah, it's not bad. I think this
Cool.
movie's
Yeah,
going to
that-
be.
yeah.
I think it's going to be well received. I think it's going to be fun as an
Yeah.
adventure. I just don't think it's going to give the hardcore Star Wars fans enough to chew on, and I don't think it's going to have the wow factor that previous Star Wars movies have, because I don't think the depth is going to be quite there. I think it's going to be a little forced with the Mandalorian and Grogu and their relationship, because that's what
I
they've been
don't
leaning
know.
into this whole time, unless they can surprise us with something else.
Yeah, I
That's
hope it
the
has
only
the
thing.
heart. It needs the heart of Star Wars. The heart that beats for Star Wars. Grogu's first words will be "Din, not Dad."
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what about that?
That's his name.
That post, I think I saw Bismo posted it, that they were saying it might be his last journey or something, last adventure.
They've been-
like, that was
man.
dark.
I think they're trying to force some tension. I really think they're
okay.
trying to force some
They're
tension
trying.
to get us interested to see, and maybe just get people to go watch it to see, like, is Din gonna die?
Yeah.
Like, I gotta just watch this to see what happens to him. Like, is this the finale of the? I think they're trying to play into that just to get
Okay.
more butts and seats. But I don't think
Fine.
even I know we've speculated that he's gonna go out, and possibly he will, but I don't think
what if
they
he
will.
does? Does that push it over $1 billion?
Yep.
I think that would help.
Oh my goodness!
As
But
sad
no
as
one
it would
ever
be.
really dies in
He
Star
must
Wars.
be
So.
sacrificed for the sake of Star Wars.
He must
Think
be
about it.
sacrificed.
Yeah, right.
It's not too late to edit the film if he isn't. Do what must be done to save
Yes.
Star Wars.
Exactly.
We must
Let him fall on his
sacrifice
sword, man. I mean, or his dark saber or whatever.
Yeah, and then what they should do though, and what would actually get it. Here's the 3 things they need. They need Hondo in the movie, another 100 million. Then you get Grogu to say something, 50 million.
Yeah.
Then you get Mando and Dinbo. You get Dinbo or Bowden in this
You
movie.
give him a love story. You're
You
gonna
give a love story, dude. You're going
another
up another
150 mil.
150 mil. And then you kill him at the end of this.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
might-
then you're over $1 billion.
if he starts to if like
we're talking 3 billion.
Yeah.
3 billion. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, my
Look at this. You got
goodness.
open world drumming, Dustin. Look,
What's
they're
up?
finding out about you.
I love it.
it's hitting. Things
It's hitting
with
things.
sticks.
Six.
Yeah.
This is
What's up?
This is one. What's up,
Sticks
dude?
here. I had to do some work on my business YouTube page, but I still
Nice.
wanted to listen.
Hey, man, you're a drummer,
Let's
dude. I love it. I'm a
It's
drummer
the same
too.
guy, but I'm confused.
That's how it
Unrelated
goes.
to-
Brilliant.
Unrelated to Mandalorian and Grogu, but you guys want to hear a Jedi 3 rumor?
Yeah, hit us with it. That'll be our
Sure.
last topic, and then we'll get out of here for the night. Go ahead.
Okay, and this is just a rumor, but apparently there might be a loosely adapted cut and/or arc in Jedi 3.
Ooh,
Oh.
I like
would be
that.
smart.
Yeah, my ears are perked up.
I knew you guys might want to hear
Wow.
that one.
Wow.
Dude.
Okay, I'm excited.
Think about it. They wanted 5 seasons.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
They originally did want 5 seasons with Andor.
Think of all that.
I don't know.
cutting
I don't know
and
how
cutting.
to do it, but that's what I got.
Dude, that's cool. I like that. That's a smart play. As long as it's executed well, don't take away from the story that is Cal Kestis and
Yeah, I'm sure.
Marin.
I'm sure whatever this is, maybe it's more of just a nudge at something. But imagine like, I don't know. Maybe the Gormans would imagine he's on that planet for some reason. I don't know. But,
Yeah.
or something.
Oh, dude, that would be. Oh, yeah, that would be sweet. I love
We
it.
could actually explore the Gore.
Oh,
as
dude,
Oh.
the world. That's the thing about what I want from Jedi. That series is, I want some expansion packs with these games, dude. Just give us another planet for us to explore.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like that's a genius move. Just like keep giving us expansions. I would pay money to keep playing in the world that is Cal Kestis and
Dude, yeah.
Jedi Fallen Order. Like, perfect. And you could do an Andor spinoff. You get to play as Andor. You're fighting along Andor. You got a Maul one. You can play as Maul. You know, they kind of
just
did
need
that.
Full on open world Star Wars game.
That's what
like
we
No
need.
Man's Sky, though. Come on.
Yeah, that's
Come on.
exact. That's what I've been wanting for decades now, but I don't know if they're
Do
ever
it.
gonna be able to pull it off.
Do it.
Just do it. Do it. Do what must be done. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a great rumor, and that's a great way to end the show, I think. But wow, what a fun time we've had. We've gone quite long tonight, but it was worthy of communique, discussion, the masterpiece. And this masterpiece of a show that we've talked all things Maul and Star Wars. If we missed anything that you guys would like to talk about, definitely leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies about us so we can grow this community. And thank you, Bismo, so much for coming on the show tonight, giving us your time and your expertise when it comes to the world of Star Wars and your fair and balanced and awesome takes when it comes to Star Wars. I love that about you and all the knowledge you bring to the show. So thank you
Yep.
so much for being on. And everybody here, if you haven't yet, definitely go over to his channel, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your Sith masters and lords about Bismo.
The cool thing about Bismo's channel is he doesn't just talk about Star Wars.
No,
too.
he does so much more.
He's
Exactly.
allowed to talk about anything that he wants.
This
We're not
is true.
allowed.
This is true. But I do like to talk about things that are good. And now that we've got some good Star Wars, you might be seeing a bit more again. But yeah, thanks for having me on. This was such a fun show. Honestly, one of my favorite live shows I've done in a long time. It rivals maybe our first stream. Just to have great Star Wars to talk about, it puts smiles on people's faces. I haven't heard ratings like this from our viewers, from you guys. It's just been absolutely awesome, and I think I might actually watch an episode of Maul Shadow Lord tonight.
Let's
Wow.
go.
Nice.
Is this peak? Is this peak Star Wars? Peak
Oh, yeah.
collaboration?
This is peak. Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema.
It is
Oh my goodness.
absolutely. Well, thank you for that, Bismo. Fact checker, you have anything else before
Two
we
quick
get out
chats.
of here? Yeah. Hit me.
Hit me.
Mumbo Jimbo said, do y'all think Cal Kestis will make it to live action?
Ooh,
Yes.
I hope so.
As long as Hondo does as well.
Ahsoka season 2.
that would be a great
Ooh,
place to put him.
Interesting.
Maybe.
And then
I would love to see. It's. I feel like it's just a matter of time that he does because he's the character. It just makes sense. So yes,
Do it.
do it. What else? Fact checker.
Well, and then open world drumming or hitting things with sticks said, is that MTG back there? Gizmo.
Magic the Gathering. Maybe he's trying to say.
Oh,
Looking at Bismo.
okay.
New channel name Gizmo.
I do have some. I do play Magic the Gathering. I mean, I have a deck here. I don't know what's in the background, but I've got a commander deck right here of Magic the Gathering. I play.
Nice.
Let's go.
There's a lot of people that play that. I have only played it like once on like a computer, and I did terrible. But it was pretty fun though. Still,
A lot going on.
the Lord of the Rings one. Didn't they come up with the Lord of the Rings one not too long ago? That one had me interested. Quite interested.
They have a Hobbit set actually coming out this summer, late summer.
Dude, that's awesome.
Hmm.
But yeah, thank you guys for those questions. We love the questions. We love all you gonkers out there. Chat, you guys have been on fire tonight.
Yeah, it was fun.
Definitely.
What a fun.
And we didn't have any technical difficulties, so
We
that
did-
was
yes.
I'm happy about that.
The winds weren't blowing everything over
Seriously.
tonight, so that really helped. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here tonight. We hope you have a great week. We'll be back same time, same place next week. It'll either be 7 or 8 going from here, but we will be back to our members only stream after our live stream, and we also have some more things in the works and that we might tease you guys here coming very soon. I don't know, Dan, did you want to tease them with anything
No.
right now? Okay, no, not right
No,
now.
there's music coming. You guys are going to be hearing more music soon.
Yes.
So things that have been in the pipe for a while are finally coming to fruition. So
Yes,
just got to
exactly.
finish them up now, and
I'm
hopefully
excited.
your ears will be tickled.
Yeah, and definitely go listen to the high ground that we did with Bismo.
If you want to get a taste of what it is.
Taste of what we
yeah.
got.
There you go.
That was a great collaboration with Bismo there, laying down some sick lyrical justice there. I don't know where I'm going with that,
Yeah,
but
it
you
was
did a great job,
definitely
Bismo.
lyrical justice.
Yeah,
I loved
that,
it, dude.
yeah.
And,
That's
and
cool.
that was a fun collaboration. So definitely listen to that. But all right, guys. Well, have a great night. Have a great week. We'll catch you same time, same place next week. Don't forget to always stay on target. Boosh Kadoo. Sound like Jack Black. Sounds like something you'd say.
does.
Skadoosh. Boosh Kadoo.
Kadoop.
Kind of rolls off the tongue there.
See you next week. Love you.